I can't
I would say it hasn't gone far enough, Matt.
I can't state how much I hate that I am the only original character from the original party, and now there's only 2 people left from the second party. So
we're
like,
getting exponentially better.
Yeah, we have generation. We have Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3.
That's double our return rate from the last group. I think we're doing better.
Soon you will join them, Matt.
Oh.
Once you die to the evil guy in Heritage.
Oh my god.
Slain by the Necromancer in Heritage.
By the Necronimbus Storm.
That would actually be so funny. My god. Just use
Brelikk comes all this way, just gets stomped on by something.
Yeah, honestly.
He came all this way just to be stomped on by a giant frog.
Just to be eaten by a giant frog.
Use me as a martyr.
That's a callback.
To march Heritage towards Forlorn.
You shall be a martyr, Brelikk. For the Seraph. Rolland, use the death of Brelikk as the symbol for the Heritage people to join the fight.
Rolland, don't call me again until you finish your mission.
Will, that voice is actually so on point, though.
Rolland, please put this ball gag in your mouth.
Nah. No. It's dead to me now.
You know it's safeguard tradition for lower ranks to be ball gagged for the king.
Ball gagged and hog-tied, Rolland.
Hog-tied, Rolland.
If you call me back again, Rolland, I'm gonna ball gag you and hog-tie you and leave you to die.
Harry, if you pull some bullshit like Heritage ball gags their people or some shit, I swear to God, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Why would I do that?
Harry does base things off of what the players does. For example, Canon was racist, so all of his people ended up being racist.
That's true.
Yeah, Harry did base the entire culture of Heritage off of the hazing efforts of Lake Zurich High School.
I am a little worried.
You, so that one's people might be ball gagged.
Deep cut.
That one's over my head.
That means Safeguard.
The Lake Zurich football team made all the freshman players suck their nuts.
I would not.
I heard about that.
I would not expect Safeguard to be kinky. They do seem that way.
Safeguard operates in the same way.
It's lawful good, man. They're just following the law.
It is the law of Aewa to suckle upon my balls.
Safeguard is kinky and
as
racist.
long as in this world it is seen as good, and there is a law that says it's okay, you're good.
Of course it's good. You are serving your seraph.
New D&D character idea, you just walk around with like a notebook sheet of paper that you just like wrote some stuff down on, and you're lawful, and then you just get to decide what alignment you are based on your decisions. Within those rules.
Slowly keep adding more rules on the paper as I go. Whatever suits me, I add another
lawful chaotic.
I do like the idea of like maybe like you choose just if you wanted to be like good or evil, and then based off your decisions, like it's lawful or chaotic of you. You're
a writer who keeps revising his rules because he feels like they're too restrictive.
I've decided to make an anti spell shield for myself or whatever.
Hates half-orcs. Oh, there's a half-orc in my party. Okay, well, let's just say
most
tolerates half-orcs.
I don't hate all of them.
Matt just staring at me to the camera. Okay, let's see here.
Oh my god.
Where's this document?
Fuck you, Cannon.
Last time, man.
We've been live for a lot of this.
He did.
It was just a colloquial saying.
This is the pre-show. This is where all the fans are. All the true fans.
It doesn't make me angry that the racism for my character was brought up. It makes me angry that it wasn't a DM that brought it up. It was another player bringing it up to another party member's race.
Good.
Wow.
And then
I'm safe.
Part of the character.
And then became canonical.
It's part of the character.
It became part of the whole society to be racist.
It just
canonically, what happened
armor.
to Mike's character?
Even though Heritage had a peace treaty, like had a treaty with Safeguard and everything, I'm like, wow, wait, we must have been getting a shitty deal from these racist ass Nazis. Who knows? Anyway.
There's a lot of
next-
power to the players.
The
in
next
games.
magic item you pick up, Brelikk, is plot armor. If you don it, you will not die.
Wait, I'm sorry. I thought I already was given that from the beginning of Arc 2.
I'm something of a Brelikk myself.
Ever
I would
since
also
Commander
like
missed, ever since Commander missed that fucking hand cannon point blank shot on Brelikk. Ever
Man,
since he
I
got
think
interrupted.
that- I just
I cannot
Matt-
believe that was plot armor or some shit.
Man, I just think that if you and Roland could sit in the same room together, that we'd realize that we're not so different, you know?
God damn it, Cannon.
That
Dude, I told
maybe
you the handshake
we're-
didn't mean anything when you guys did it, bastards.
Hey, Cannon, as long as we sit in the same room and Roland does not say that fucking line, we're okay.
Roland hasn't said any of that, okay?
What
Yeah,
It's all
line?
out of
We're-
character.
No, as
We're
long as he
cool
doesn't
in
bring up the
character.
line, you know, we're pretty similar, you and I.
You and I are not so different.
Like, in what way?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
That is like
Save that one
that's
for a
not-
rainy day, Cannon.
Like,
Yeah.
if you think about it, that has to be honestly the worst opening line to ever state.
It's in
You
action.
heard it
It
here
was in
first,
the
the
newest.
last session of the campaign.
Okay. It was in the newest Bond movie, No Time to Die. The
Really?
Rami
Oh.
Malek villain. He says
Yeah.
that's why
Yes.
I ended up not liking his villain. I love the actor, but
I feel like
I was sad.
I feel like it's such a James Bond thing though for the villain to say like we're not so different you like it feels like such a
Yeah.
Bond villain thing to say,
Yeah,
right?
you don't really go to see
Yeah.
Bond for the villains most of the time.
No, you go to see it for I think just the vision
Yeah,
like
just the visuals. Yeah.
it's a lot of visuals now. It's not about like the story and it's a lot of the visuals and
I
Mhm.
can't wait
Yeah,
for the
hold on.
earthquake session where Roland and Brelikk get trapped into a they rumble
crack.
together and it's like just them role playing for 40 minutes and trying
Every-
to get through their issues.
Every hour or so, the tectonic plates move, and you have to avoid being crushed to death by continental shifting.
I can see that happening. Though.
Don't give me
and
ideas. Well,
Roland
I'll put
getting-
you in that. I'll put you in that hole.
Me and Roland, I could totally see
Yeah,
us
it just
getting
splits
stuck in
the
a
party
hole
up,
and we just have
and
to
you-
deal with
oh.
each other like god damn
If
it.
the party got split and it was Roland and Brelikk together, oh my god, crazy stuff.
Okay.
Again's camera is frozen. Anyway, continue. Let's start.
No, it's just his background.
It's Tragedy War Session 41. We'll kick it off with a recap to, refresh everyone on what happened. Last time on Tragedy of War.
Dun dun dun.
The session began with the remaining faithful few, Rolland, Khanek, and Brelikk, headed up the North Road toward the border between Safeguard and Heritage. Along the way, the path became less defined, and they traveled into a more mountainous region of Safeguard. In the dead of night, they happened upon a man milking a cow outside of a small mountain shack. The three faithful introduced themselves to the man, discussing their reputations and titles. The man introduced himself as Artyom, and he offered them a place to stay for the night. They accepted, following the man inside. Within the shack, other travelers were apparently already enjoying a hearty dinner. A tiefling called Iramul, an Azamar called Lazarus, and a Goliath called Atlas, and a water genasi called Vo. They all discussed the journeys and paths that had led them to this abode. Vo, the quiet water genasi, outlined a seemingly impossible tale. A resident of the Kingdom of Destiny within the town of Tome. Apparently, Tome survived the apparently
Who's eating?
What's up, Will?
What you got there, buddy?
Apparently Tome, a town in the Kingdom of Destiny, somehow survived the fallout of it falling from the sky. This Genasi then apparently left Tome and teleported across the lands of Rapture to the Kingdom of Safeguard. Artyom, their humble host, is none other than a folk hero known as the Forest Fire. During the Everlasting Conflict, he traveled to Gale to burn their unburnable trees as recompense for the execution of a mother he never knew. Now, he is an uninformed man living in the mountains with a cow. The three faithful also touched on their reputations and histories, explaining their desire to cross the border into Heritage and convince Chief Maladar to rejoin the war on the side of Safeguard. When Rolland introduced himself as Captain Zorn, the other travelers inside the shack began to take their mission a little bit more seriously. Iramul, Lazarus, and Atlas are all apparently enforcers who were stationed on the border at Palisade, which is like a bottleneck fort between Heritage and Safeguard. This fort was attacked, and most of their regiment was slaughtered. These three enforcers want to avenge their fallen comrades and retake Palisade. The piercing of Palisade, they dubbed it the operation. However, between them and Palisade is another half-orc encampment. They intend to pay them a visit on the way to Palisade and coup de grace them under the cover of night. They implied that they could question one of the remaining half-orcs for information, maybe regarding the Civil War and like what's going on exactly right now. Both the party and his band of enforcers, both the party and the enforcers seem bound for the same destination. So these enforcers propose that the party join them in their cause. Through their victory, the party would be able to pass through Palisade and enter the Kingdom of Heritage. Knowing that the odds were not really stacked in their favor numbers-wise, the party agreed. Both Artyom and Woes also agreeing to join them. As the night passed, Artyom upgraded the weapons of Rolland and Brelikk through the fires of his forge, while everyone else turned in for the night. The session ended with Artyom, Woes, and the three enforcers having joined the faithful few in their journey to Palisade, descending from the mountains along with Sasha the cow.
Dog.
Scene change.
Scene change.
So,
No visual yet. Fuck.
Oh, that's what I knew I was forgetting something.
if you draw your attention to where you are on the map, your party has grown a sizable amount. With
NPC warfare.
with some some additional creatures by your side as well. Now
I
officially.
did not know Theo looked like
Let's
that.
go.
Yeah. It's the horse's name.
Oh, Lazarus, so edgy.
Yes.
Wait, is this Will's pig?
It's a cow.
It's a cow.
Oh,
But
look at
yes.
that pig.
So, we got
She has a name.
Sasha,
Will's
Thank you.
cow.
you're
Art-
welcome.
This is
It looks like a
this
pig.
is the cow which travels with Artyom. It's
Sorry, this is Sasha.
yes, it's very fluffy.
Yeah.
Shielded from the high winds and altitudes of the mountains of Safeguard. It has a great deal of fat. It seems like a very well-fed cow, very slow-moving. You are surprised Artyom is bringing it with. You wonder what he's going to do with it. And separately, we have Brelick's Black Pegasus, which he with the help of Aelix, rest in peace. He
Aelix isn't
tamed.
dead. What the fuck?
He's off the camera now. Anything can happen, Matt.
Oh my god. I swear. If Aelix dies, I won't forgive this world.
So it's
No,
quite
Aelix is taking a much safer job now.
My god.
it's quite the Giga Chad stallion. This Pegasus is, which is something I tried to convey when you originally met this horse.
I like the
Uh,
cow.
Quite
I
the
like
Giga
cow art.
Chad
Very
stallion.
good.
Yeah,
Big fan of the cow.
big fan.
Can two? I think I asked before, but I can't remember. This is technically a large creature, right? Like,
Yeah.
can this seat two people, like two medium-sized people, on it? Because it was able to hold Aelix before. Aelix gifted her over.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever tested that theory. But let's see what 5e has to say.
Do you have a saddle for two?
Right, if the saddle is... I mean, I don't even know if he has one saddle. So
He doesn't.
let's get that out of the way.
We haven't been in a city where you can buy it yet.
Cistern was the only one so far.
I'm sure Heritage
Fine.
will be a bustling urban city with a lot of stuff, and not a podunk hillbilly backwaters area.
Oh, there'll be stuff to make things out of. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we'll see if
Lot-
the DM feels the
A
same.
lot of
way.
it will be stone, but there should be something hopefully to make.
You're very confident, Matt.
leather.
But
You don't know what's left, Matt.
Ultimately-
You've been gone a while.
yeah, and ultimately, Matt, you have no control. It's off to the DM.
For all
Hey,
we know,
maybe-
it could have been destiny
for,
and your
hey,
place
for all
has
you
exploded.
know, for all you know, we use the leather of the dead as a resource there because we're so fucking poor. Dear God, if they actually do, that'd be
So-
based.
It would probably be a combined check of either the Pegasus's strength,
Yes, I.
or whoever is like riding with you, an animal handling check. Which
Mm.
realistically, I would probably have without a saddle. From here forward, we would probably have you make an animal handling if you wanted to ride, but it wouldn't be that high of a
Gotcha.
check if it's just you by yourself.
One
That
big
Pegasus
half work
was-
on the cow, please.
You ever seen the movie
Um,
Spirit, Matt? That's the vibe I get from this Pegasus.
Gotcha.
He's got a little bit of an attitude. I don't think he's gonna be too happy to have other people riding on it. He's
Fair-
barely even
fair-
happy
fair
with you
enough.
riding.
Your
That's-
cow
that's
is a
true.
Sundered.
That's true.
The cow? We're talking about the Pegasus. Keep up.
You could have two people
Oh.
on the cow for sure.
But I will not let you. Don't even try.
I asked just because if it was a dire situation, if it were possible. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's possible. It's just it would be difficult. Got it.
Someone could also like grab the hoofs of the Pegasus, and then
That'd be funny.
that would be
having
like a
someone
strength.
dangle.
That would be a strength check for sure from your Pegasus.
Roland, there's no room. Hang on.
What?
which realistically your Pegasus is stronger than the average Pegasus too, so maybe we just... No, actually,
Fuck
that strength is
you.
pretty high.
Fuck you for bringing fate into this, you piece of shit.
Who? Me?
Oh.
Jesus, Matt.
Who
Oh.
brought fate into this?
They're just sharing mana, Matt.
Oh, I hate you. Oh. And I hate that I know what that's from.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, moving on.
I thought we were getting Vidalkin on this for a second.
Oh, no,
Um,
no, no, no.
It's fate with a PH.
I see.
Canon sent
It's
a meme.
cool like that. Alright, so
Ew, Cannon. Ew.
you descend down from the mountainous steps of Safeguard, and with the help of the enforcers, eventually find your way back to the North Road, to the main road, which realistically the road never, it's not like you lost the road, it's just that the road kind of disappeared for a bit, because you've kind of moved far enough away from the kingdom of, like, the actual city of Safeguard to where the infrastructure is kind of, you know, it's crumbling a little bit. It's a little bit more natural, and you're getting toward heritage, which...
There any undead enemies we see? Any signs of battle? Any signs of recent conflict?
Would you make a perception check?
You know what? I think I will.
Good.
The Goliath at the side of the group is just scarfing on a loaf of bread again. He doesn't seem to stop eating. It seems
He's eating the
insatiable.
breakfast.
Yeah, he's like eating like a leftover loaf. Okay.
Iramul was the one that was asking like a shit ton of questions last night, right?
Yeah, the dialogue was kind of switching back and forth between Iramul and Lazarus, but Iramul talked the most. Iramul...
Lazarus started out, and then I went to...
Yeah. Iramul is more of the... I confuse their accents a little bit sometimes, so bear with me. But, Iramul is... Yeah, the
tiefling.
Which one's the normal guy? Which
And
one's the French guy?
He's the French guy, Iramul is. And then Lazarus is the one that I use my Azamar... Like, it's basically the Azamar voice. Like this. And then... I can't even do the French. It's so bad.
Bonsoir.
Atlas, you are shoveling so much food down your gullet. You can't even taste it.
Such a butchering accent, but I love it still.
No, this is.
I want.
Lucky, mate!
You what, mate?
See, like, every...
This is how my dwarf accent was in Aelin, dude. My dwarf accent in Aelin was atrocious.
Well, every accent, I feel like you have like your phrase that recenters your accent. And every French one is
Oh, mon ami.
Oh,
Come tonight we drink.
The only thing I could say as a dwarf in Aelin was, "Welcome to the Orem Smithy," and that wasn't even like a accent. When we got to Bangrim, I got a little bit better, but
every Scottish accent for me is just horrible. It's just all the brave fucking line. I have a chest of gender would ya?
Would ya?
It's the same line. Every time it just gets more and more aggressive until the point where you're just like spitting all over yourself, fucking like yelling.
I ask about Iramul because he's also one of the enforcers, right?
right.
Where are tieflings mostly from? Like
Bedlam.
Bedlam?
Or Haven.
Yep.
You saw a couple in Haven.
But
Yeah.
you could just in character say dirty bedlam scum.
True, you
True.
could do that.
That seems like more of a thing for. Well, I guess Rolland knows that he's an enforcer. But
I guess I would just like to. Can I make a history check as to like?
no.
First,
As
Fuck.
Jack, with your
Oh, yeah.
Khanek, with your perception check.
I'm looking for signs of conflict to see if we were potentially later than the onward parties, because I know we stopped one of the attacks, but you know.
So yeah, you're kind of. Oh, stopped one of the attacks. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because we stopped the southern attack, but I'm curious if other things made landfall here.
Yeah. You are looking around the landscape, and it doesn't look touched by any kind of conflict. But with the plains kind of opening up more, we'll say with your roll, you can even see out to kind of like the shorelines from where you are, and you can see some debris floating in the waters, mostly toward this side, to the western side of the road. So kind of in this large body of water.
Okay, so the one that's where things would come from.
Yeah.
Alright.
And the tiefling sees you. No, we're gonna do the Azamar. The Azamar sees you.
Which accent do I want to try?
Looking
for this?
around, he sees you through his fallen hair over his eyes. His head kind of tilts toward your gaze. Says, "Do not worry there. The half-orcs were not able to make it this far south from the border. I believe this encampment up ahead. We are a few hours away, but we believe it to be the furthest they have made it so far, which is why we are to beat them back."
I kind of look over to like Brelikk, almost like he's talking about beating back the half-orcs, like. But then I'll look back over. I'll say, "It's not the half-orcs I look for. I foresee the arrival of the dead. Perhaps a premonition that we are later than expected. For we stopped a major incursion, but that may not have been enough."
The folks are undead. Whoever took Palisade will die.
And even if there's a high dragonborn there, you feel confident, Brelikk?
We've killed one with less.
Good. I just needed to know you still had it in you.
I'll walk up and I'll put my armor on Brelikk and go, "A lot of people question if I still have it as well, so I'm in the same boat as you, friend." Oh my, hand on the shoulder. Don't let them get you down.
I am honored that you have decided to join us, Artyom.
It is
I've heard
very
tales of your
appreciated.
burning.
Official
I've heard
Artyom fanboy club.
I am glad the younger generation still is appreciative of veterans.
You were a celebrated hero back in Heritage. I'm sure there will be those glad to see you there.
Some, yes.
But yes, some others, maybe not as much.
You can't make everyone a fan.
Oh, okay. Jack said verb. Well, to the pointy-headed one's remark, I am not sure which adventure he is speaking of, but if you all were to have arrived, give or take a few days earlier, then perhaps you would have been available to help protect Palisade.
Is this the DM telling us if we didn't go to fucking...
Don't you
Ivos?
dare awad us right now.
Is this...
Harry,
is this-
Harry, I
is
swear
this-
to God, if you keep doing this, I'm leaving. I will not be allotted.
Is this telling us that we did
Let's
have the
see.
choice?
You,
Like,
how
yeah,
can you not
it
be
does
scarred
not-
by this? For you to repeat the same face.
The
world
does
still moves.
not wait for any man. The
If
war
we did not-
continues whether or not you are in it. It is fact of the world.
If we did not sidetrack to Baeon.
It is possible
The
that you
Goliaths
might
would
have
have
been
died.
around for Palisade, yes. Well, the Goliaths, what are you talking about?
The Goliaths of Baeon were in danger.
The Utali have been cleared of their necrostorms there.
Oh, the Utale.
And
They have
yes, we
seen
stopped.
seen better days, yes.
Can I roll an insight on this guy?
I wish I could've.
I've honestly been really wanting to. Like the way
I say
Racism.
the way no, just the way he speaks and talks about things like yes, like
Matt hates French people.
no,
Who doesn't?
dude, the way he,
Speaking of God,
the way
Amen,
he-
brother.
dude, the way he presents himself
me up
is
here,
just
right up
so
here, Matt.
fuck- You don't
Give me
fuck
five. Give me
French.
5. Yeah. While he's inciting him, I'll just respond and I'll say like, "I'm sorry. It
Dirty.
must have been hard. I wish I could have been in 2 places at once, but it proved important for us to be in Baeon. The Forlorn was mounting an alternate invasion there. They were planning to load ships of undead and drop them onto Safeguard. We stopped
Would you-
them.
Would anyone else care to roll an insight on
Oh,
Eric?
I do not give a shit about these guys.
Fair enough.
He's a soldier.
I don't give a shit if they're evil or not. They were good people to me. That's all. I would not incite anything.
They,
Rolls 2 minus 1. Yeah. Yeah, right.
the Azamar
He was a
turns.
bad person, dude.
They plan to drop the dead onto the city of Safeguard. How is
Yes,
this
with-
possible?
Lord Akko gave them airships from Gale.
Every time you say his name, it burns fire within me.
Then their allegiance has gone further than I perhaps initially expected.
Yes, they are not just giving weapons or supplies. They are in this war now. If I can, I'll personally see to Lord Akko's destruction.
That is for my hands only.
I do not care who kills him, but
But I
maybe
do.
I can lend you a hand. That's all.
Artyom seems very
I will
firm on
lend.
this point.
I will give him 2 hands with both around his throat. I will snap his neck like a chicken.
Good, I like that.
And then I go back to petting Sasha as we walk.
You have her on like a little lead.
Yeah.
Little cowbell jingling. Clunk, 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 clunk. That reminds me, what exactly are you hoping to do with this cow? Artyom, is it?
Yes, I was wondering.
It is.
Is the cow carrying any supplies right now?
You are
Artyom
very
she
known
is, but-
to war, yes, and to battle. It is not a place for cows, yeah.
First of all, she has a name. Her name is Sasha. You shall address her as so.
Sasha, okay.
Second of all, if one of your comrades was dying on the floor, or would you leave your comrade for death?
Let him cook. He's going somewhere with this.
The tiefling kind of looks at the Asmar and to the Goliath. No, I suppose I would save them, yes.
Well, to me, Sasha is worth more than anyone else. A comrade, a friend. She has put in plenty of work. Are you fed? Do you feel satisfied from your meal the night before and breakfast?
Of course, it was a delicious meal.
And Sasha has provided. And Sasha will continue to provide it. She has been a great friend and a great cow.
Have we been eating Sasha?
The milk, yeah?
If,
Brelikk Black is intolerant. You can't do this to him.
if you can keep this cow safe, then it is no burden to bear at all.
I am more worried for you than I am for her.
I can't wait for like the
I can handle
Transformers
myself.
like animation to happen, and Sasha goes into battle mode with
Yeah,
armor
the
on.
battle cow.
Michael
Moo.
Bay armor
spreads
falls out.
wings.
She just turns into a minotaur.
Jesus Christ.
Moo. Jack, since you're back, to recap his response to your question, which was, or your statement,
Any or?
in that you went to the land of the Utale and you kind of got sidetracked a little bit. He said that, you know, he's not sure what adventure you're talking about exactly, but would you have arrived only a few days sooner, you might have been there for when they besieged Palisade. Is basically what he said, but he also...
If we would
doesn't-
have arrived a few days sooner, then a few days later, a besiegement of an entire nation of undead would lay upon this land, that in which the fallen Utali nation, and we would only be able to witness their descent and to say, this is the remainder of the Utale.
Yes, I was not kidding.
I do not doubt the importance of your mission. I only seek to state what might have happened in a different time. But I
How
suppose
many-
it is not for us to dwell on that, eh? We're here now, aren't we?
And like Rolland
Yeah,
said,
ask, how many men
"Terrible,
did we-
please?"
How many men did we lose?
At
Palisade.
At Palisade, we are... Well, we are roughly 100 strong. Were 100 strong.
That's not that
Yazmar
bad.
speaks.
Could have
No.
been way worse.
We are generally able to withstand the numbers, but with so many other fronts of this kingdom needing assistance, the Seraph did not see it as, suppose, the highest priority. By that point, the half-orcs were not wandering into our territory.
I see. Well, I'm not sure if I could make up for 100 men, but
You know better
We're
than
going to do our
anyone,
best.
Captain Zorn. One soldier of safeguard is worth 10.
we're all enforcers.
Of course. Yes, we lost a good number of people that we've grown to know.
Yazmar, eyes peeking out from behind his bangs.
There was Brinlin. He was part of our first mission as well.
Then he gestures to Iramul.
Deora. Might have lost the Atlas here too if he wasn't shouting through the hallways like a buffoon.
And Atlas kind of stops and he looks over at the Azamar and then just like very dramatically goes,
What? What the fuck? This guy's crazy.
This guy's ill, bro.
This guy ain't right.
All this to say, yes, we lost a good people if the amount does not satisfy your means to an end mindset.
I just wanted to know, that's all.
He seemed to be more so looking to Khanek as he said this.
Oh, there's no judgment there, friend. Oh, we are, after all, aligned in our intentions.
Makes me... Well... well, the tiefling. Tiefling is like... Makes me wonder why we were the chosen ones to survive, eh? Part of some greater plan, perhaps, yeah?
Part of one willed by
lucky.
gods.
Do you all ever have this phenomenon as though you are beholden to something greater? To, fate, perhaps?
Maybe. I think that while my beliefs are my own, that I do look to Aewa for guidance, and I think there are times when she has watched over me in the past. Makes me feel better about my path. More a reassurance than a purpose.
Reassurance, yes. What of you, Water Genasi? You say you are from this kingdom of destiny, yes? What do they say of fate over in this fallen land? What do you
Wait, what was
say?
the question?
What are your thoughts? Do you feel as though you are here with some sort of greater purpose, or was it only yourself who has brought you here?
Well. I'm here because I just want to go to Heritage again and, fix that problem. And by the way, I'm very excited about Palisade. Very excited.
I would not be too excited if I were you. It is, well, it is not as if a good battle does not boil the blood, but, excitement is not the word I would use to define it.
I mean,
You are perhaps a very competent fighter, though you might not seem it.
well, I don't love fighting, but it's okay, I guess.
But you can fight. Yes?
Oh yeah. I've been training for a long time.
I trained for something you don't like.
Well, I don't hate it.
Well,
Do you
in this world,
fight
Captain
for a
Zorn,
purpose?
in this world, if it is very essential to fight. If you do not fight, then
It was a rhetorical question. I don't particularly... If there was no war, I would hope that no one would need to fight, including myself. I
if
just
there
wonder
was
why.
no war. Sorry.
That's so fucking funny. I just wanted to know if Vo had a reason to fight.
That is a good
To have
question.
learned how.
What do you fight for, Vo?
Well, right now I'm fighting to stop the Civil War. But after that, I don't know.
You do not fight for yourself. You are fighting selflessly.
Well, from what I've read, Heritage is just a really great place. And, I remember a little bit from when I was a kid, but it's just been a really long time.
If you're here for
Bre-
tourism, you could have just come at another time. Why
Well,
go
you know,
there
there
to
was a
die?
war, so that I really couldn't do. Yeah.
When Vo says Heritage seems like a great place, you see this, like you see confusion strikes Brelikk. Just you could see like he's genuinely confused. Like, what?
Well, you don't love your country?
I love Heritage. It's just I've never seen
you-
someone look at it so positively before. Even
Well-
those who are from it.
Well, when I was a kid, I remember everybody was super nice, and the cities were really cool, and it was just great, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Heritage has always been a shithole.
And that was your great hero of Heritage, by the way.
And that is the
That's
tragedy
true.
of war.
Heritage, we were like a seat of power, you know. We stuck it to those undead like a long time ago, but yeah,
Yeah, you did.
now it's really not good.
I'm not going to lie. You do bring up a good point, but okay.
I mean,
You are talking about that time when Heritage was not besieged by the Warforged and those before them. Before it was what is
Oh,
it you
yeah.
called it? Hafork, pile of garbage. Yes, garbage pile. Did you say this?
I didn't say it was.
Oh, okay,
it was-
sorry, I
it
must
was
be
It was Artyom
misremembering.
that said that.
That was me.
Okay,
That piece of
it
shit.
is what the big one said. Yes.
Yes, this is a piece of shit. I've been traveled to many places, and let me tell you, it is not even in my top 20, maybe top 25 of places I've
Yeah.
been.
Now, you know, it's seen better times, which is it's a real shame because it used to be so special.
How old
now-
are you?
Well,
A little bit of Will shows through with that. How old is your character? A little bit of Will right there, you know.
I am evil.
How old is Vo actually? That's a good question.
Oh yeah, like give us like an age
Yeah,
range. if you
sometimes
don't
it
know.
is hard to
left
tell
Heritage
with
when I
the.
was 10. It's been about 10 years since, like 20 or something like that.
20.
I do not know what this man is talking about. There is no golden age of heritage.
Perhaps it is written in these.
I mean, I would argue at least the going to war part was pretty good.
Yeah, the
Before they pulled out of the allyship with Safeguard, they received a lot of
Well, that was
economic
out.
support from Safeguard.
that was mostly Safeguard's fault, though, from what I read.
Yeah. I
It
wonder
is
why
true,
they
it
pulled
was
out.
Safeguard.
Oh, I see. He is a studier of the great Vedalken texts. I see. Okay.
Oh yeah, in Tome, they have a lot of tomes there.
Okay.
Where?
Aptly
They fucking
named,
exploded.
yes,
What are you
I
talking
see. Okay, it all makes sense now.
And when the Vidalcan needed help, where did they go?
Well,
I'm pretty sure by your logic they went boom, correct?
Well,
well,
they came to Safeguard.
Oh, I thought they exploded.
Yes, many of them
The ma-
exploded.
the
The ones who
majority.
survived came to Safeguard for refuge.
Oh, that is nice. The safeguards accepting outsiders. It really changed.
How is it the Vedalken
Accepting.
came into Safeguard? I heard we had felt
Something
the
called the Trail of Tears.
after effects with these Fall of Destiny, but we did not ever discover how it is they arrived in the Kingdom of Safeguard.
Well, I have no idea.
What wasn't it? Can I roll a history check if we remember?
Didn't they go through Heritage or something?
I
Yeah,
No,
you can
they
do a history
they said
check.
they. I think they said they teleported.
I would
Yeah, I was
assume that
gonna
they
say because like they would have to cross Forlorn, which is
Yeah, I believe they said that they teleported.
Rolls a 1 for insight. Rolls a 22 for history. Brelikk.
You
Good job.
Yeah, you recall actually Vo mentioning that in his ludicrous story of teleporting across the continent, he mentioned that there was an active dwarven teleportation pad that he used to shoot basically across the continent to the safeguard teleporter. And that this actually links together with what you heard about the Prophet doing the same. So the Prophet somehow figured out how to activate the teleportation pad, and
without using.
Of course, he can see the future, so he saved a bunch. He corralled a bunch of people onto a, and then saved them.
And
before
then
the fall.
foresaw his death and was like, "All right, peace."
And then he's like, "My time has come," and he oogways
Yeah.
out of the picture. Yep.
So yeah, they figured out how to use the teleporters without the Warforged technology, without any dwarven knowledge of activating that tech.
Exactly.
Wait, so did Vo say? Wait, did you say that you did it on your own? Like you
No.
didn't travel with a group? Did you
Just
you
me.
travel with a group? Just you.
You just.
But I didn't cast a spell or anything. Or,
I figured it out.
activate the pad. You know, somebody else did that for me.
You're a very confusing man.
In what way?
Every way. I'm talking about the.
I think the
Name
word you are
I-
you are looking for is mysterious.
No, confusing works just fine for me,
Yeah.
actually. I like to keep
I
my words
look
very
ahead.
small.
Okay.
I look ahead. Are we near Palestine yet by chance? Like,
Yeah,
No, we're
are we
not.
at the gates?
are we at the gates? Did we get there yet? Like,
What confuses you? Name one.
Name one.
I see your perspective is very strange. There's this golden age of heritage. I must have missed something.
Oh yeah.
Was this back when I left? Because
Well,
to my knowledge, the golden
You-
age of heritage was about the 2 weeks after I returned, and every brothel was free.
well, when did you go?
When did I go to heritage?
Yeah, around what time?
Is within the last 20 years.
I've been in heritage for the last 20 years. And even before that, I've left a few times, but I was raised there.
You get the feeling, Artyom, from what Vo has been talking about with reading. Whatever he's been reading has to be older than any
Can I
one of
do a
your
his-
lifetimes.
can I do a history check with when we were in that? Shoot, there was something brought up at some point during the campaign about heritage not being the actual original home. Like it's the current place where heritage is wasn't its original
Oh, yeah.
place.
Sure, roll history.
What were you saying, Mike?
15.
I don't remember.
You were saying when I went there, and then you were just.
Is that Jack?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Do we get the Jack cam now?
Oh my god!
What's
now we
going
got
on,
the
bro?
will cam.
Beautiful.
We're only
my
missing
God.
Will now. Will, turn on your
Jack.
webcam. We gotta see the laundry room.
Bro.
Do we need to?
Boom.
It's been a long time,
Oh.
fellas.
Wow.
So you got a 15.
Yeah. I think it was back at the burial site. Like something hinted at.
Oh, right. Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was God, I love you guys. Look at all these cameras.
Very TikTok of you, Jack.
Yeah, I don't actually have a webcam. I have a
You're on
phone.
your phone.
So,
And it won't rotate.
what
Mm.
mic is that,
Yep.
Jack?
oh, what mic is it? It's a gift from my parents.
Is it a Shure?
think
Is
you,
that the
you
road? Is it a road?
No, it's
No,
the
is it the-
SM7G.
Here's
Oh,
SM50.
it's the one I'm getting. Let's go. Oh no, wait.
Very nice.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, sure. SM50 is like.
Do you have an
industry
XLR or a USB?
No. This is the 7B Canon.
standard.
I
7B.
think that's the one I ordered.
Yeah.
I ordered it 2
That's
nights
not
ago.
the slum nose one, is it?
The SM7B. It's the one that everyone uses.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
true.
then.
Everybody uses it.
It's the classic. It's the intro to loggers.
So they were on Luez. Back when the planets were separate.
Okay.
Back when there were separate celestial bodies or whatever.
Yeah.
The half-orcs were part of... They had built their own empire. And they were actually good allies with the Dragonborn.
Mm.
And it was the Dragonborn who actually helped the half-orcs achieve this empire of theirs. Like, they helped them along. So it was like the Dragonborn had their empire, and then the half-orcs came along and they met the Dragonborn, and then the half-orcs built their own empire out of it, and they were on good terms. And then the dwarfs went insane. And for no apparent reason, seemingly, there was no reason.
I know what the reason is. It's
Um,
because that fucking ice cave evil god convinced them somehow.
and you know this, but generally speaking, the dwarves are seen, I guess, in favor. Like, only specific people seem to realize the atrocities of the dwarves. It's kind of like in history how people don't really know what actually happened. People in this world assume that the dwarves were good people.
Victor writes the history of war.
And
Price,
but the more
2009.
learned individuals, such as yourself, know the truth. So that's when the Dragonborn they split ties.
Got yo.
They split ties with like everyone at that time.
Gotcha. Are you referring to the Empire?
The Empire.
That's what you referred to.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
half-orcs built an empire. I mean,
Yeah.
hey.
Is this
It
for
says
Vo?
it's the Vo.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for Vo.
I'm sorry, what? I wasn't paying attention.
Are you referring to the Empire?
Well, it could have been that.
No, he said that he liked it when he was a child. He's 20 years old. Of course, it's like this man is insane. This place was always bad.
Well, I've been reading a lot, and from what I've read, it was actually pretty good. And my memory, I think.
We reading reviews now? I read one in the book saying it's dog shit. Are you gonna say is it bad now?
I wanna ask Vo what year it is. See if he's a time traveler.
It's a time traveler.
He's a time traveler. He's gotta be. I won't press the issue anymore though. I'll just kind of leave it at that. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Bo is actually Jesus sent here to sacrifice himself. He's here to
Boom.
save us guys.
Boom.
Oh my god.
And so the conversation kind of trails off, and
Mhm.
you've been following these enforcers for quite a bit of time. And the day is kind of midday
Mingling.
by the time the enforcers stop, and they stop near the wall of like a large cliff face of a plateau, like a monument, and this doesn't look like there's anyone nearby. Like when you scan for threats, like they're stopping. Like, why are they stopping? It doesn't look like you can't, aside from just the regular ambiance. And the Azamar turns back to you all. And he says, our intention was to attack them at night, when they are asleep and vulnerable. We did not anticipate having as much help as we have now. So it is possible, perhaps, that we are to face them during the day. But I would advise that we wait.
As
I
we
know
all
that
know,
the
guys. Sorry, Cannon, go on.
I know that the enforcers are, after they finish their basic training, they specialize in a variety of different disciplines. May I ask what you all are trained in?
I say we go in guns blazing.
I agree with the confused man. This is actually a good decision.
I'm
I
ready.
also agree with the confused man.
I do think we don't look like the
We are not.
stealthiest bunch.
We are not the stealthiest of bunches.
Especially not with
No.
well,
Some of us are.
with companions with us.
Come on, Roland, say it. What were you gonna say, Roland?
I was gonna say a cow.
Oh,
Oh yeah, where?
And he was talking about you.
Actually, I was talking about his mom.
oh,
Let's
yeah,
go,
right.
let's go.
Jesus.
Cannon
Oh.
saying, your mom.
You asked for it.
That's your mom joke in the chamber.
My
What if we
fucking
go in
God.
disguised like orcs? See,
Do you
everyone
have a
knows.
disguise?
no, but I can do a good orc impression. I've seen a lot my whole life.
The
We could
tiefling
find
like
Brelikk
seriously
disguised.
looks and
I can do a good
considers
one too,
Artyom's
actually.
idea.
I think
have a
we
good
should
orc
send
impression.
Brelikk in disguised.
But they would know Brelikk for sure.
He's
Yes,
been
he's-
gone in
it
exile
is the
so
storm
long.
god.
It would be very, very hard for me to go in unnoticed.
Yeah.
No,
I
he's been
think-
gone for a long time. I think it could work.
The storm chaser.
Me looking at my giant sword, which I always carry. Me looking at the what's it called? Like Genasi stones coming out of my head. The yellow, I'm wearing armor actually, so I don't see the streak across my chest.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
So there's
I think
that.
I commented on
but
that recently.
I put my arm around Brelikk again and I go, I'm pretty sure that the people would welcome us back with open arms. Two
As
heroes.
as
I've got a
Returning
bad
home.
feeling about this.
As Artyom says this, Brelikk, and Rolland, you have a similar realization in this moment, but each of you have different, like slightly different perspectives. Brelikk,
Mhm.
you don't know who is at this encampment.
Ooh.
Would I know?
Yeah, I was gonna say like I want to get an
Um,
idea of like
True.
what the soldiers look like and stuff.
Yeah. Would you? It hasn't been written down yet, Mike. It hasn't been documented. So I don't think your
What do you
character
mean?
would like who would be at this camp unless you guys have like some kind of way of seeing who is.
Oh, like
Ask
just like a
Sakurai.
name.
Yeah.
But like I would have seen like a person, right? Like
Oh, you're saying when
Like
you
just
left
people.
Palisade.
yeah.
It was very difficult to tell in the
Heat of battle.
in the fleeing from, Palisade. And you did not get close to this encampment. Because if you did, you imagine it wouldn't have gone well. And all you know is that it's on top of a monument. So like it's on top of just this massive plateau that's just in the middle of a field. Or in the middle of the North Road. The North Road kind of goes around it and then goes back together. This monument is just in smack dab center in the road, and that you saw like the encampment up top. So you didn't see anyone, but you know that they're there. So Brelikk, yeah, you don't know who's there. I mean, I guess this goes for everyone, but Brelikk, you think that in this moment with Artyom putting his arm around you and, they would welcome us back, it seems like from who you remember in this land you call home, like, it's possible that they could be reasoned with to some degree in your mind, because things were basically fine when you left. There was some tension, but like, why these people are doing this is still, like, why they're going to such lengths, like, is still unspoken from their mouths, so part of you wonders if it's worth a conversation before murdering. Because
I did have an image in my head that I would step up to the gate and present myself as it feels like a tradition like whoever it is approaching the border, I approach alone first.
Dude, this is literally that scene from fucking Suicide Squad where we walk in on the peaceful camp, we just kill all of them, and then they're like, "Oh, oh yeah, all our men are outside." We're like, "Oh, those were your guys,"
So we've just kind of, I think, at least I've been assuming that the Karad's forces took over Palisade. Do we know that for sure?
Doramar.
Or Doramar.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Karad. Like, I don't remember these names, bro.
Doramar.
Yeah, okay. You know for certain Doramar has taken over Palisade at this point. Okay. But this...
Do I recognize the name Doramar?
I want to make it clear that this encampment they're talking about is separate from Palisade. So, like... Okay, that's the disconnect. There's literally...
so we're not storming a city. I was gonna say, because us storming a city seems extreme.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the next step is, apparently.
Yeah. But, like, I'm assuming that we would get allies and other shit.
Dude, 100 people fucking died. I was like, I don't care how many of, like, how strong I am. They would have had to all been one health for us.
No, Cannon. We killed, like, 50 goblins at level 3. Surely at level 10 we can kill hundreds of orcs. These orcs are podunks. No brain. We just destroyed them all.
You don't know how many strong...
Jack, please don't feel that.
You also
No, Matt, don't worry. You're one of the good ones because you're not a full orc. You're only partially an orc, and you have Genasi blood. See, that's
everyone's a half orc in it. Everyone's half orc or Genasi.
Oh, well, it is what it is. You've proven yourself as one of the good ones.
Yeah. What is the lore of just the orcs, Harry?
You want to roll a history check?
Give us all the lore.
Yes. What can I ascribe to?
Rolland being like,
what's general broad strokes of the history, yeah?
Rolland being like, what's my podunk knowledge like?
Boom.
I hate he rolled high. I hate he rolled high.
I hate that he knows about my people.
Pisses me off.
Let's see if I know more than you, Matt. You want to roll?
That's not how checks
I get advantage.
Well,
for orcs, maybe for half orcs.
To roll,
Dude.
you can.
Also, you just didn't argue with the fact that I said your people.
What do you mean your people?
What do you mean? Yeah. Great scene, by the way.
Yeah.
What's the goddamn lordom?
Yeah. Okay. So.
Come on, Matt. You want to roll.
Rolland, you
Dude, it was rigged from the start. His name is Rolland. He's good at rolling.
Broad strokes of the half orcs is I can't remember who I was saying it to before. It was Brelikk, but yeah, they were in this world of Luez, and they were actually a combined civilization at one point in time as like a separate thing with the Goliath and giants. It was all like one big society, which is, you suppose, why some of them, they have some similarities in terms of their cultural values and things like that.
I see.
But of course, the Goliath, after the dwarves went crazy and started killing everyone, and the Dragonborn alienated everyone, and then the Cataclysm happened. You know that there are reasons why other groups of people have survived the Cataclysm. Like the Dragonborn were supposedly saved by their dragon god, and because of that, the dragon god actually died to save them. The dwarves were killed by the Cataclysm, but the Warforged remained because they're more sturdily built and not as organic and easily taken down. And there are reasons for other civilizations as well, and these are the ones that you at least know. But with half-orcs, Goliath, and giants, there is no historical point that details how it is they survived. People just chalk it up to
they're giants.
It seems to affirm their resilient reputations.
They
just survived like a cataclysmic event with seemingly no measure to keep them safe. They just kind of took it on the chin, is what history says.
Damn, they just pulled up their bootstraps.
They just ate that shit for breakfast.
Yeah, if only dinosaurs
built
were
different.
more giant. If dinosaurs were more giant, they would have survived.
True. It's the tragedy of
Or they
war.
should have prayed to their dino-born gods.
Oh my god.
Okay. So there's a lot that was said there.
The chief. That was a lot.
Reasoned with. Yeah. So. Or shit, what was the thing I wanted to say? It wasn't that like worth a conversation might not be the right wording, but yeah, like in your mind you don't necessarily know who's there and what their motivations are specifically. And then Rolland, part of you feels like if you were to, you have this realization as well, but you have a feeling that if you were to choose to try to speak with these half-orcs instead of just like without the promise of murdering them, then you might find yourselves up against the enforcers that you've accompanied here.
Yeah.
As they seem to hold a very firm opposition to these savages who have slaughtered and defiled their comrades.
They did. Yeah. Yep.
So
Okay.
it seems
Maybe
like
they
They have a fair point.
all this to say, in this moment, you're the group as a whole, except for the enforcers, because they don't have. It's very clear cut for them. Everyone in this group, you're realizing that in this moment, you're kind of choosing a side.
Yeah.
We just met these fucking enforcers. I don't give a shit.
Wait, but no. But it's Roland's people. We have to care.
They're helping.
Yeah,
And
they're helping.
They're helping
And?
you. They're helping
And?
your home.
hey.
You see the.
We don't know what
lawful, you're lawful good. Aren't we?
We don't know what the
supposed to
truth
talk-
is. We could go into
Yeah.
Heritage and it could be totally chill. And the Seraph fed us false information because he's a
Yeah,
anti-vaxxer.
dude. Who fucking knows what
That
the
is
fuck could be going
true.
on?
Will
They
does
killed
know.
at least 100 safeguard men.
Yeah, safeguard dudes are assholes. What are you talking
Yeah, but
about?
what
Who
if
do
the hey, Cannon, if Safeguard are like the KKK, you can't be like, oh, they killed 100 of my fellow KKK. You can't do that, Cannon. They're evil.
Right.
Remember, Cannon, you're playing the KKK. This is on you. You know,
You know there's a civil war
Oh.
right now,
you did
and
this.
Heritage is
Oh!
clearly lashing out. Like there's no one clearly leading them. Like in what? Like we're just supposed to barge in and kill whoever the hell it is that
Okay,
just
so then-
opposes
Perfect.
safeguards.
Then they
straight
can't
up.
say they were
Said-
just following orders.
Yeah, boom. We're not just following.
Oh.
Hey, yeah, we're not just following orders.
Which means they can help
Okay.
be fully responsible for their crimes.
The Azamar
I can't wait to pick a side.
kind of tilts his head and shoots an eye through his dark locks toward the tiefling, and the tiefling catches his glance with his icy blue eyes, and they slowly drift back to the party, and he kind of tilts his head a little bit. Not
I like to roll
narrowing his
insight on what
eyes,
the fuck they're doing.
but he's like, looks to you, Rolland.
Mhm.
Captain
second.
Zorn, you are not, you and your comrades not getting cold feet, are you?
No, I
Excellent.
simply wish to assess the
Dude.
situation first.
I'd like to roll insight on what the hell it is that.
You don't need to roll insight. These guys obviously want to know if we're
Insight.
gonna take their side or not,
Bro,
Matt.
wait, no,
fuck
dude,
that.
guys, I figured it out. This is literally the MW2. Like, do you have the DSM? We got, and they're gonna fucking betray us. Like,
Honestly,
we're gonna get the DSM, and they're gonna be like, good, one less loose end from the Seraph.
That's
Don't
if we
trust the
join
Seraph,
their-
the Seraph
if we don't
betrayed
join
us.
their side, that's.
I don't get the reference. Sorry.
I don't trust these guys. Fuck these guys. Hell no.
General
Um,
Seraph betrayed everyone.
Make an insight check if you want to. Deliberate. Get ready
You
to
don't
talk
need to
about it
roll
in
it,
character,
so-
though. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
You don't need to roll an
Okay.
insight, Matt.
Guys,
They-
I'm
we
just
don't-
saying, if I see any reborn, I'm killing them.
Nah.
Easy.
Any reborn,
Reborn?
Yep.
like from
It holds
John's
a-
campaign.
It holds a
Reborn?
different connotation in this one.
Like, what do you mean reborn?
The race.
It means the race reborn.
Oh, the
Yeah.
race
The
reborn. I
undead.
was
If I
like,
see, okay, if I see
How
any
do you know-
undead, I'm killing
One
them.
of the prerequisites of reborn is they have to appear as another race. So how would you even know?
He just means
They
undead.
look Dead.
Oh,
he meant-
undead.
undead.
He just means undead in general.
Yeah, my bad. Undead.
Dude, I
like,
think
what?
they're changelings.
I don't think they are. I think it
Oh,
was
these guys? Yeah, I mean,
You-
Canon
oh
didn't know
yeah,
them.
it would
Canon
be
didn't know
so
them.
much easier for you
No,
if they
he
were,
doesn't
wouldn't it
know
be,
them.
Matt?
No, but like
They're not
you-
changelings.
like,
Harry's
the
just
thing
trying to
is-
put us in a situation where we have to decide which side of the civil war to
Morally
join.
dubious.
That's the
Kill
whole
them
point of
and
this
find
campaign.
out.
The whole point of this campaign is about war. He's making us choose a side now on which side of the war we want to take in the civil war, and that will have
Perhaps-
repercussions.
I made my choice, guys.
Really,
So now
perhaps you
we
can
just go
talk
with
to
it.
them, and then if they kill you and don't want to take your side, then we'll come in and murder them all.
Bad idea. We
I
can't
think-
let the main character.
No,
die.
no,
my
Matt
God.
Brelikk
Canon, he's the
believes
main
in these
character, we
men,
can't do
and
this.
that they will be on the side of good. If that's true, then he should be able to reason with them.
Canon,
I'm
should
sure if
Brelikk
they're
die?
old soldiers, I could
Listen,
help but talk to them.
I don't believe that they will just automatically do the right thing, but I do believe that they might be willing to talk.
Are we in
Just
character or out of character?
seeing that.
We're out of character
would
right
be
now.
better.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then. I'll be right back then.
I think just seeing the fact of whether or not they would like to talk would be better than. I think the fact that option has been given is something that, honestly, we're not given that choice that often. I think some and it was brought up a good point. Like you have never heard of these enforcers, so it's just
Yeah.
kind of it's all very weird. Like it seems very gray right now. I feel like the best option, where no one is dead yet, is to try
To
to
talk things out.
to talk things out first.
I agree with Matt.
Like this is a war. There's barely ever an opportunity for two sides to come together to talk it out. I think
Do you want to
given
raise
that
like a banner
opportunity-
and let our approach be known?
Why don't we
I
just
think
go
Brelikk
knock?
should raise a banner and be like, my fellow, my fellow
You
orcs.
sure they would let me in?
Artyom's like,
I
it's
am-
gonna be just like how I left it. They'll love me.
Yeah, so
They love me.
I'll go in, I'll say the little funny name they gave me. Brelikk will say his funny name. They shall let us in. Great.
They are a simple people.
They'll let us
there
back
are
at the
not-
palisade and we can go on our way.
There are not many times when like what I said, there are not many times in a conflict when two sides come together to talk it out whenever given that opportunity, it should be taken, no matter the risk, to
Attack!
avoid bloodshed.
Let's deliberate in character now.
Yeah,
I
so
said
do you
my
say that
piece.
in character, Brelikk?
I
And
probably
action.
would say that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And in response to what you said,
I don't
Captain Zorn,
I don't disagree with you, Brelikk, but I think it's hard not to think of my men.
If you wish to understand their motivations, we can question them afterwards. Yes? After they are, once they're taken care
Yeah, a
of.
little troublemaker here.
We keep one alive.
How do you?
We talk it through
Question.
then. There is no reason for them to live half-orc.
I say
They are in our country.
And they are from my country,
They should have stayed there.
and I do not
Really,
blame, and I am not arguing against that. I am
I
just saying there's a rare opportunity you have for none of us to lose our
Here's-
lives. Would
here's
you
the
rather risk
solution.
the lives of you and your men, or would you rather take a chance in saving everybody?
I would avenge.
You're exactly right, Brelikk. And so here is the solution. Brelikk is a half-orc like they are. He will enter alone and speak with them.
Oh, should I go too? Because I'm a genasi.
If he is willing to take this risk, then he should be willing to put himself in danger's way.
I
If
think
it
it would
pans
be
out well,
smart to
I will
do-
agree with him. I'm not
Actually,
going in there unless it is for
Rolland,
combat.
Did you hear Vo's idea? I agree. He is also one of their own. Perhaps
I'll go in
sending
as
him
well.
Is also a good idea.
I
should
think
go
those
too.
I think those from Heritage would be allowed to at least approach and speak with them.
Oh, yeah.
I think the
I
three of
think-
us had to.
Oh.
Brelikk, you can talk. Well, you back me up. I'll talk. Vo, you don't say a single word. You're confused. So you stand there, make us look like we're more of a traveler. I have a cow. They might
These
think I'm
are-
just a traveler trying to get back in.
You did look just like a mountain man to me. I do agree with this.
I do believe details of the border are under my domain. If it is okay with you, Artyom, I would like to speak to them.
If you would like to, but if they are an older generation, it could be quite endearing to my standing.
That is
But I'll
true.
give you the first crack. It's always nice to. It's like having a trainee, like a new
Mhm.
guy coming and teaching the ropes. So I will sit back and I will watch. I'll be here for support if you need.
Brelikk, I hope for your sake that I'm wrong.
It'd be so fun if we walk up, Matt, and they just give us this whole story about these guys, and then we just look back at everyone else, and we just go turn on them and murder them all.
It'd be really funny if like we walked up and immediately got fireball or some bullshit.
You know what would be funnier is if this is one of
Me?
those DM predetermined situations where you have to pick a side, and then the side you pick is actually always going to be the wrong side. So like you pick, like let's say you go up to the Safe Guardians, and the Safe Guardians are like, or you go up to the Orcs and they're like, no, the Safeguard people are evil. And then no matter what side you pick, you're like, oh, well then, these guys are lying, and then you decide, oh, those are the people to kill, and then it turns the DM's like, oh, I'm just gonna reverse it. The other people are evil.
I would never do that, Jack.
I would never do that.
The Azamar looks to you, Brelikk.
Yeah.
You can see very deep hatred in his eyes
Mm-hmm.
through the
racist.
locks.
I wonder why.
And well, you get the feeling that it's maybe a little bit deeper than racism, considering his entire platoon was just killed by your people.
He's nationalist.
Yeah.
and
No, that's
vengeful.
true.
It is a little bit
fair.
more than that, perhaps, than you see in the average look that people give you.
Yeah.
He's super racist
And he's omega racist.
with motivation.
Racist. He's justifiably racist.
Yeah, he's super racist with added motivation.
Okay. He looks at you and after the conversation takes a breather, say,
my life became meaningless when my comrades fell. I would rather risk my life to avenge theirs than to dishonor their deaths by treating with them those who slaughtered them. If you cannot abide with this need.
He places his hand on the hilt of his blade.
Wait, Cannon, are you a higher rank than this guy?
Yeah.
All right, flex your big rank penis then. Time to flex that rank penis, Cannon. Use the one thing Harry guaranteed you.
I am gonna
Is
wait
this
for.
is
to
this
see if Rolland
Lazarus or
responds with-
you're a mule?
This is Lazarus who does
Lazarus.
this. He's got the curved
said-
blade at his side. It's kind of
Yeah.
katana-esque. He seems to only have one blade on his person, and you know him to only fight with this blade.
Oh, he's so edgy, dude.
Lazarus,
He's like an edgy hobo.
I doubt that Brelikk is going to come back with a satisfactory answer. If he does turn tide, then it's just going to be one more body. I won't let Safeguard fall here.
And how
Well,
is
ju-
it you condone this behavior, Captain Zorn?
You see
Brelikk
him
can get them to leave, and we can
defiance.
regain Palisade. We're too divided to pick and choose our fights. If we can relieve the stress of a front, more important. I can't keep keeping track of scores. There's too many. I don't know how long. I know you just got out of your training not too long ago, but trust me, this anger never goes away. And you'll never stop losing people as long as this war goes on. I consider myself lucky that one of my friends is alive with brain damage.
Usage of prior lore. Let's go.
True.
Not pretty.
The
We're
Azamar
all
seems to
angry.
stay his hand.
Yes, we are all angry,
The tiefling speaks.
but is it not a simple matter, Captain Zorn? Is it not what we are taught to do, which is to keep the border with savages like these? They do not respond to words. They are in our country, and so it would seem a simple matter to push them out, no?
Well, I see what you're saying. We do happen to have a heritage resident with us. And Brelikk is... I've seen him on the Three, in fact, and... I've seen Brelikk on the battlefield. I'm sure he would not be... At least not be shaken off immediately. I think it's worth a try.
You roll persuasion with advantage, Roland.
Fuck, if only I could give him a help at. Oh.
I don't want your help.
You can't give help. Either is advantage.
Double advantage.
Persuasion.
Come on.
You notice that the Goliath has not really moved.
The Goliath also. has
that's
advantage.
Harry, it's
disadvantage.
actually... Yeah, it's actually a...
Yeah.
What do I have? A plus...
15 plus 14.
So that's a 29, Harry.
Yeah, so the Azamar releases his grip on his blade and he lets the sword fall back into its sheath. And the tiefling kind of creases his mouth a bit. Not in like a sneer, but in kind of like a defeated kind of expression.
Okay, fine. If the talking does not go well, Then what?
Then we kill.
And are we to be prepared for this outcome?
Of course, I will be. Like I said, I'm giving Brelikk a chance out of respect for him and his people. But I still do not believe this will go well.
Lazarus looks through his bangs.
He seems to be convinced though, so... And I know Brelikk is true of heart.
Then it would seem to me there are 3 methods to tackle this situation. One for each path which we had chosen before we met you all. Atlas has agreed to ascend the switchbacks up to the main camp. There is a rope bridge that ties the 2 monuments together. And Iramul here, he is going to climb, as he has the necessary equipment to do so, and the necessary prowess to do so. As for me, I will be taking to the skies. Perhaps, if not under the cover of night, I can find refuge in the clouds.
Did I get a weather check?
There are clouds.
Perfect.
As you know, Safeguard to be quite the stormy land.
Well.
So sounds like they're like following up behind anyone who decides to go into the camp. Atlas is gonna be taking the rope bridge route. So it sounds like that's like out in the wide open. Iramul is going to ascend the sheer cliffs of the monument to try and sneak up behind them for flanks, and then Lazarus is going to come from the skies. So,
For those who are not accompanying those who wish to favor diplomacy, who will you go with? Those who may fly.
I'll go with the one who's flanking.
okay. So you want to climb with Iramul.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was my... I advocated for this plan. I'll take up the front line.
Okay, so you'll go with Atlas. And the rest of you are Artyom, Vo, and Brelikk. Yeah. It's just you two. Okay.
Then I will take to the skies alone.
The griffin's up there.
Right.
Matt, just in case this guy tries to pull some shit, have your griffin follow him, or your Pegasus follows him, kick his ass down from the sky.
I don't know if I get... Is Theo that intelligent to take an order like that? Follow it if fucked up?
It can
kill?
understand you.
I'm walking side by side with Theo. I guess I would just sort of whisper into Theo's ear and say, keep watch of him and be careful. I'll also have my Pegasus here keep watch of the skies with you as a backup, just in case.
Okay. So Lazarus, or the three of them lead you around this place, this rock shelf that they've hidden behind, and they peek around the corner, and you see in the distance this monument in the dead center of this road to the north, and there's smoke coming from the top of it, and you see a number of tusks, like bones and things of similar nature, kind of decorating the outskirts of the camp, kind of like little fence posts, and just, you know, the tops of these tents, which are supposedly at the top. And the three of them turn to look to you. Atlas to Rolland. He doesn't say anything, but he raises his hand and lifts it to, you know, kind of beckon you to tag along with him.
Okay, I'll follow him.
Iramul looks to Khanek. I hope you can handle yourself in the climb. I don't know if I will be able to catch you if you should fall.
Don't worry. No fall can kill me.
Jesus.
Nor me, my friend, nor me. And he continues.
Khanek's both feather fell.
Yeah. So those
Yes, sir.
two
That
groups.
is what I'm alluding to.
Those two groups break off. So we got Iramul and Khanek, and Atlas and Rolland. Lazarus has taken to the skies.
Theo is watching the skies with Lazarus. Don't forget.
Okay. And then Rolland and Atlas. So you all begin approaching this. Well, those groups split off from kind of the main road so that it's not obvious that they're approaching. The four of you, including Sasha,
Yes.
are. This is what I'll do to make room. All of you are approaching from various directions. Some of you feel as though you are a little bit out in the open, like with this vantage point that this monument has over this field that's surrounding it. You feel like all it would take is someone to look off to see like your approach. Now whether or not anyone actually is it's difficult to say. But everyone who's trying to be stealthy, make a stealth check for me. Basically everyone that isn't the cow doesn't need to. Yeah.
I do have disadvantage on stealth.
Oh no. That was
Oh,
advantage.
that was with advantage. With disadvantage, it's -2, so it would be 8.
Okay. And Rolland.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
I also have disadvantage.
Heavy armor moment.
Man.
Nope.
You guys are
Just
cringe. You guys
half-plate.
can take the heavy armor mastery feat like I did.
That doesn't
I'm a
exist.
medium armor user.
Oh wait, it does exist because this is Harry.
does
I was thinking
exist,
of
yeah.
John's. You're right, William. You're right. Maybe
So
I
I
should be a heavy armor master.
I am a heavy armor master, just based.
At least I have a plus
Man,
5.
Harry's feat is super based. Wait, no, wasn't that the removed version though that you
No.
said?
Now
No.
the root version had +2 AC.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And
Oh,
I
you
counted
have?
half
Plus
cover.
5 to stealth? God damn.
Counts as half cover, 1 AC.
Plus
and
2 is pretty
then
ridiculous,
stealth.
Yeah, +2 was disgusting.
But
Don't
so-
worry, they'll roll on that one.
It's not looking good for you guys.
I don't know
So-
why we got this close, but whatever.
Well,
Where's
Decided to
Brelikk?
follow
Why
these
isn't he?
guys'
He's walking in.
direction.
He's their distraction.
right. Well, so he
That's
is
true, Ash.
taking the. If you want, Brelikk and
You can make a
well,
bunch of
whoever
noise for
has
us.
the most deception among you three, who are
I got a
approaching.
+3.
You can roll with advantage to try and alleviate some of the nonsense that just happened with the stealth.
I have a +5.
You have a +5. Oh, Vo, please, with advantage.
I got a -1.
Oh, that's good.
I think it's Vo. I got a +3.
No,
to
let's let
deception.
Artyom do it. Let's let Sasha do it.
Yeah, wait, Sasha?
I don't have
The
to
cow
stop.
lets out a fart that is so loud.
Deception
That
with
is-
advantage?
It awakens. It causes the second cataclysm.
Oh no! All right.
Let's get it, Vo. Let's see what you're made of.
Wait, what am I doing?
Stealth or
advantage.
deception with advantage.
I think you hold right alt and click it.
Oh,
Oops.
Yeah.
Did it again. Well,
okay. So
It's higher than the stealth,
yeah,
that's crazy.
so there's that.
7 and a 2.
like no matter what, it doesn't matter really what order it happens in. You guys are gonna, the people who are stealthing are gonna have to approach this place, and it does seem you do let the others go first, to kind of take the center stage, and then you kind of are all in various parts of on various sides of this encampment, from the ground level or up high. So,
So,
Rolland, Atlas brings you up. Well, actually, I'll narrate what the other guys. Brelikk, Vo, Artyom. You guys ascend the front switchbacks of this monument, and you, along the way up, are seeing discarded rib cages and bones and skulls, smashed, some of them seemingly purposefully,
Savages.
beneath boots. You imagine that this
Scav
is
tactic.
their this is their primary method of entering and leaving the encampment.
I think they just like it.
But they haven't, doesn't seem like there's anyone on the switchbacks that you're currently ascending. You get to the top, and you are basically under the rope bridge. Like, you're coming up from underneath it, you look up and you can see the rope bridge, and then the switchback kind of angles underneath it, so you pass by, and are basically at the top when you come to it's not a wall, but like these bone tusk guards that outline the edges of the top of this plateau, and a half-orc is two half-orcs are kind of at the top. They were sitting on some stools, and as they heard you approach very easily, because no one's stealthing, they stood, and one of the stools fell over, and one of them picks up, both of them pick up their large tools of war, these double axes, where there's one great axe head on one side and one great axe head on the other side, and they're both wielding just these massive weapons of war. You know, Brelikk, from these Genasi craft. It is very similar to the ones you saw Theramak wielding back in Gale. And this half-orc looks down the switchback to you as you come up. You stop right there.
I would stomp. I would stop, take out my sword, and plant it in the ground in front of me.
His eyes are like super narrow, like completely covering the ridges, completely overtaking. What's this?
Who is in charge of this war band?
You don't already know that. Who exactly you got with you there?
I am Brelikk, Kugrabron. I have with me Artyom, the tree burner, and I have.
Yeah, this is
tree burner.
We love our titles.
And I have Bo,
it is
the
not
confused.
What makes them so confused?
I whispered to Brelikk, I'm like,
I wouldn't.
you're
I wouldn't-
really choking this right now. You really got to get it together.
I wouldn't ask him.
Kukurabron. You're the chain cutlass, ain't you?
The one and only. I ask again. Where is the leader of this war band?
Don't much know how much he'd like to talk to you.
Seeing as the borders have been breached
Right.
since I've left, I think it's very important that I speak with the one who breached our borders without my permission.
Right. That'd be, Ogrok.
And he kind
We
of
all
looks.
know
He looks
Ogrok,
at. He looks at
classic
the other
We all
one,
know what an
and he
Ogrok
kind
is,
of
guys.
gives him a punch on the side of the. He gives like the other guard like a punch on the side of the chest.
Ogrok the Cruel.
Do I know him?
You recognize the name Ogrark.
And again, it's a silly little nickname.
So you know that he's kind of like a new age, more of a younger half orc.
Oh, not my speed.
When I say young, though, like I mentioned before, these guys are basically, by this point, they are like you yourself are part of the young, you know, like, and you are a formidable person. These guys,
I went to high school with these guys.
yeah.
Matt's that average high school student in an anime right now,
So
saving the world.
Ogrark is the name of the half-orc who was constantly putting pressure on you. Like basically he necessitated the border issue. Like the reason for you to be there to stop him from doing this. And so you and him did not get along very well. For lack of a better term.
You want to talk to Ogrok? You can be our guest.
And one of them kind of steps aside and he sweeps his double axe toward the entrance to indicate that you can pass.
See, I thought you would let them in. I start walking towards the door.
Ahead of him?
I pick up my sword and resheath it. I just start stepping towards the entrance.
I also follow suit.
And Artyom, as you pass, one of the half-orcs roughly kind of grabs your arm. Not to restrain you or anything like that, but to make a point of speaking to you with this horrendous breath.
Never heard of no tree burner before.
Do I notice this?
He messed up the nickname. It's alright. I give him a little pat. He's new at this.
I feel like the tree breeding incident's like you're like a generation back. Like
Yeah.
like people who know about him have like paid attention, and people are like, and otherwise it's like you've lived past it already.
Mm-hmm.
Do I notice
And
this?
Yeah, you would hear it for sure.
This pipsqueak Genasi you got here with you. See your smith.
You work with. I'm my own smith. Wait, what am I talking about? I'm my own smith. I don't need him. He could barely lift my hammer.
And he lets
Oh,
you
here, let me
pass
try.
as you pull your arm away.
I look down at my arbor like, I need to clean this a little smudged.
Damn generation doesn't even know they're heroes.
You don't even know my name. My title. You messed it up, Brelikk.
And
No.
you guys,
As we're walking, I'm like whispering, coaching Brelikk. I'm
What
like,
is it?
"Stuff."
Is it not tree burner? What is it?
you guys pass by these half
I made it very simple. Sorry, man.
at
it's,
the
it's-
entrance.
Will,
What-
you are merely the tree burner.
And
What
Yeah,
was
that's
it? I don't even remember.
What was it?
The forest fire.
Oh, the forest fire.
That's much
it was-
cooler.
it was cooler. It was much cooler than the fucking
I-
tree
The
burner.
tree
so,
burner.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
close. I mean,
No, I know. In the moment, I totally fucked.
no,
it
Matt.
Wow, it's alright. I've
Here's-
purposely
You
messed up
fucked
yours
it
all
up. I
this
fucked
whole
it up,
campaign.
guys. God damn it.
I keep calling you the
Damn.
storm chaser. It's funny. It's alright.
It's quite,
Fuck.
it's quite descriptive. The tree burner.
So-
that is what he did.
Okay, that's why we
The
high
forest
roll,
fire
right?
tree
Vo.
burner. Yeah, my bad.
Vo, as you pass by these half-orcs, they let you pass, but they're like really close to you as you do, kind of like looking down at you, like sizing you up. And
Are
as
they like
you,
escorting,
huh?
or are they just watching? him
No,
go?
they're just watching you enter this camp.
Really?
Yeah, and
Oh.
the well, get to that in a second. But as you're stepping away, Vo, you feel like you can hear one of them whisper to the other one, "How you think that one tastes?"
Can I hear this as well?
No,
That's not right.
It's only
What
coming
the
up.
fuck?
coming up behind them.
Matt,
Thank-
these are your people.
Matt, your people are evil.
The
Dude, what is wrong with this generation? They're cannibals. They're eating their
Oh,
own
blame the
people.
generation. What are wrong with
This
the
generation.
Zoomer, the Zoomer
Yeah.
orcs, bro? Blame the Zoomer orcs.
Zoomer orcs deserve to die, I guess.
So as you step into this camp, you're not being escorted, but basically anyone that is in this camp looks at you as you enter, stopping in the middle of whatever they're doing. Some dude is eating like a red stew out of a wood bowl, and he's sitting on like a chopped log.
Well, that's
stump.
rare. A wood
And
bowl.
he's there's like a spit kind of rotating over a fire, and like one of the half orcs turns as he's rotating it and watching you walk by. These are the faces that you,
How many people we're talking?
just from what you can see immediately, there's probably about 10
We could take them.
just immediately.
10.
They all
10 in here.
look
10
at
in here
you
plus the 2 outside.
with these large underbitten tusks and these narrowed eyes, kind of just stalking you as you enter into this camp. And
I probably wouldn't look at a single one of them.
you see one
I'm
of
looking at it
them
all.
step into a tent, and like he dips into a larger tent that's kind of probably about 40 feet away from you guys. And he steps back out, and followed by 2 large half-orcs, one wearing like a long red piece of cloth, seemingly looted from someone he killed, and a familiar face.
Talk to them, guys.
Theramak!
This fucking guy.
Wait, why the fuck is Theramak with these guys? Hold the fuck up.
Theramak evil now.
And-
Uh-oh.
Dude, no way, Theramak.
Oh,
Something ain't right.
No,
Something ain't
Theramak,
right.
you can't be evil. You were our friend. No.
And we're gonna switch to the others.
No!
Dude, if Theramak's evil, that's
Aye,
actually
buddy.
a deep cut. That is actually such a deep cut if he turns against us.
So he's the only one that traveled back to Heritage, bro.
That is
Fuck.
such a deep cut if he's
Oh.
actually
he
evil.
found new meaning
Holy fuck.
in being evil.
Cannon, this is
Judging
your-
these guys a lot. We haven't even talked to them yet.
Listen, this is not me.
No,
for
they
once,
just
you
look
know?
evil though.
We haven't
Will.
even talked to him, guys. Come on.
No, they look evil though.
The art is pretty evil. Anyway, so
Yeah, I'll prejudge them.
Mandarin, no, I'm just an actor.
I'm Trevor Slattery.
So Rolland, you are ascending after, kind of alongside this slight offshoot of the plateau, the monument. Atlas is leading you up a separate set of switchbacks, kind of clunk, clunk, clunk through his plate. He is silent the whole way, doesn't speak a word. And
Is he like? I don't know. Does he seem more stealthy than I am?
no,
Hell
I guess
no,
it wouldn't
he's
be too
fucking
hard.
giant.
no. You
Giant
imagine that he's matching your cadence.
Okay.
And as you step up a somewhat similar set of switchbacks in terms of the bones and what you find along the way, it's kind of on the dark side of the plateau. Like it's the sun is not hitting this side, so you're kind of in the shade, and it's a little bit more sneaky. And as you approach the top, Atlas stops before before entering the sunlight, and he peers around the corner, and he kind of puts his fingers to the visor of his eyes, and he gestures out over the corner, and you see kind of a rope bridge that's swaying in the breeze of the high altitude.
Okay.
And it looks like it leads directly over to the campsite. And he gives you a thumbs up.
This guy's taking my Alex role. What an asshole.
He quietly unsheaths his blade.
Okay. I'll take out my weapons, I guess.
You gotta, Kata, they're trying to shoot the gun here, jump the gun.
I put one hand. I put a hand on his shoulder and silently, and I look at him and I just say like, "Give them a few more minutes."
And he just keeps his sword unsheathed at the same range, but he gives you a nod. And through his visor, you can see just like an absolutely emaciated face of a Goliath. Khanek, you with Iramul, he pulls out kind of like these batons, and he very quickly begins like ascending up this mountainside, or up this monument. Would you like to make? How would you like to ascend the mountain? He throws you some batons for your use. You can
I'll
use
merely do the
athletics
same
or
thing.
acrobatics.
I'll use athletics.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Dirty. Yeah,
That's what happens when you take a level in fighter, baby.
yeah. So, Iramul kind of, and like almost like horizontally, perpendicularly, he looks down to see if you're still following, and you just like pass him up, and he's like, "All right," and he begins like going full speed up the mountain. He seems very fast. You note that they did not fully answer, they did not like complete their answer to Roland's question and what they specialize in, but you imagine Iramul's is that of what would be akin to a monk.
Okay.
Just based on how he's carrying himself here.
And do I have any inklings of the others?
With Atlas next to you, you look to him, and
One's the swashbuckling rogue, and one's a Goliath or Parker.
yeah, you get the feeling that Atlas is very much kind of a protector. Like, to him, he's actually still wearing some of his uniform from when he was a defender, you can tell.
Oh wow. Okay.
And with that, cliffhanger, we'll come back. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. You struggling?
Then it's back to Matt, baby.
Yeah.
We're just killing these guys, right? That's kind of the goal here.
No,
Oh, yeah.
we did not say that.
Dude.
You just wait till I get my once you wait till Brelikk chokes it, and I'm gonna swiftly save it. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, no, we are not killing these guys. Okay.
Once he gets to do an argument with
Listen,
his friend
I
from high
didn't
school,
listen. I did not rule that out. I only said that I wanted to try to talk to them first.
Brelikk bullied this kid in high school. Now he's gonna make sure that Brelikk is just fails.
Excuse me.
his
Wait,
life.
what?
Relic, did you bully this guy in high
You
school?
bullied this guy in high school.
Yeah.
Brelikk?
Is this your high school bully?
No, he bullied him.
Oh, I bullied him. From what Harry said, the way I wrote my backstory was like a lot of people tried to keep coming up to the borders and like keep trying to pass it, and I always, push them back. So essentially, I bullied every single person that tried to come past the border. I definitely bullied this kid. 100%.
He even calls him kid.
Evil.
What is Brelikk evil?
Nah.
Relic is evil.
Has been. You
If
know?
I was told that if we at all broke borders, Sanctum would come in and finish the job at Heritage, basically insinuating they'd genocide my people.
Why
Based.
don't they? We should be seeing it right now.
Woo! Sanctum's gone, bro.
That's what I'm wondering, bro.
I cast sending, Harry.
Clearly something's wrong.
Harry ain't here, baby. It's just me.
Yeah, I
Don't
know.
cast sending yet. Wait until like
Cast sending. Why are you
I
casting
don't
So
know.
I love that you can tell whenever I get one shot by a sniper, because every time I die to a sniper, I just
I can also tell you're. I'm also like objects
Do
like
you
that
actually
right
have
now.
Your Madden controller.
do you actually have sending though,
Huh?
Cannon?
I do have sending, yeah.
You do? Okay. At a certain point, that would be great, so I could let you know whether I have a very bad feeling about this now. So
No.
do you have message or something?
I can just scream really loud.
That is no,
Oh,
we're
there's
not
plan.
doing that.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yeah, like at a certain point, if I could get the message to you that shit's gone sideways, that'd be great.
oh, cannons on Val.
No. I am?
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you said something about planting.
Oh no.
I'm planting this.
I love how I have this sword of vengeance that was clearly cursed when I picked it up, and nothing has come of it since having it.
You haven't equipped it yet, though.
I have, and I've used it.
Joe
I
too.
used it several times
Did
after
you
I
obtain
got
one
it.
too?
Just don't worry about it.
Yeah,
What-
Matt.
what-
Attune to your sword of vengeance, Matt. Attune. Just attune. Just attune. Just be
I
attuned.
have to attune to use it, don't I?
Yeah, just attune.
I have.
Oh,
And I
just
asked
use it.
Harry-
Just use it.
And I asked Harry about
Just
it, and he
use
was
it.
like, "Eh."
Yeah, just use
Yeah,
it.
yeah. He doesn't want to focus on it. You just have a
Okay.
free magic item with no repercussions.
Actually, I think
Yeah.
the curse part is more of a John idea, so it's
I
probably
think-
more like John
Yeah.
would have fucked with you, but since John's gone, the curse is kind of mid.
Yeah. Like, honestly, they forgot about the curse really quickly. I feel like that
Barry
was
said his butthole
yeah.
is exploding.
His butthole is exploding. Goddamn.
Did he?
Yeah, and
Oh, is he Taco Belling it up? Is that what happened?
it's all those crunchy wraps, bro.
Oh, yeah, but those are
so
self-made.
sorry.
Crunch
You
wrap,
te-
like, every
Give me
day.
10
know.
minutes, Max. Okay, since we have
Self-inflicted.
time, I'm gonna go make food in the microwave real quick. I'll be right back.
He's gonna
Good
cook
for
food in the microwave.
Since we have time, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Be tired.
Turn a light on.
The only thing I can tell from Will's camera is that he loves going on his phone.
You not have a lamp?
I haven't been on my phone like.
Or you look down at something that lights up your face. But
What
His
is that?
Xbox controller.
Oh.
My screen just flashed.
Yeah, when he
Yeah.
gets like a goal, you know.
it's mad.
You're funny. Funny. Ken's what we like to call a real.
Oh, fucking these
Tell me.
kids up, bro. Dude, Will, of the OG COD games I was playing, I was like, I thought I would have the most fun in Black Ops 2, but I was so wrong. Black Ops 2, like, the game itself is good, but playing on TDM just sucked so much ass.
Oh,
I actually had the most fun playing MW3, surprisingly, because on TDM I can at least go specialist, and it was actually fun. I was like, I'm just collecting like my specialist upgrades and feeling like a beast. But yeah, every other game I was like, man, I hate playing TDM. This mode fucking sucks. And then I hop back on. Also, dude, it was so fucking hard to see people in those old games just because I'm not used to like the graphics being that bad after playing MW19 for so long.
Yep.
So I played both of those, then got back on MW19 yesterday, and I'm like, wow, this game like feels so much better after I played the old games. I'm like, I can actually like I'm better at seeing people now because I couldn't see for shit in some of those games, especially MW2 and MW3.
And then now you have games like Valorant that have character inking around the edges.
I think character inking should be 100% a thing in shooters. Like that just makes too much sense to me. Especially when graphics can be like really shit.
It makes
like,
it so like you can kind of use whatever artistic style you want, and then it's still easy to define like where someone is.
I agree.
COD needs that shit.
Yep, I agree as well.
It's so fucking hard to see people. Shut
Yeah,
up,
I mean
man.
that's what I felt about Modern Warfare. I was like, oh, it's so hard to see
And
people.
they
But
just
then,
put
like
the
I
red
said,
games over the top of people, and then you can just see them in bushes and you fucking cap the play.
dude, but like I legit couldn't see people even in like Black Ops 2 sometimes because the graphics were like so bad. Like it felt like I was playing on like 720p on a 2K monitor, and I was like, I can't tell like what I'm looking at. It looks like some random shit moving on my screen.
They're horrible. The graphics are so bad now after.
Sorry guys, that was the wings I ate like 2 nights ago. I just felt them. They just all came out, dude.
You got pooped in 2 days? What
I'm
the
very
fuck?
tender. Well, no, but it takes a second, you know.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
That shit runs through me.
Yeah, no, I've taken like 2 poops between that actually.
Oh.
Oh, it's tender. Okay. Is Matt taking a break right now because I said that?
He went to
He's
go microwave
microwaving
some stuff.
food.
Okay. I'm ready to come back with well, I'm thinking it could be a good actually a good stopping point.
I think we should see what happens
we should see
in
what
this
Brelikk-
meeting. Yeah.
yeah.
I think we should see what happens in the meeting, and then if it's like dun dun dun, and then we're like,
We
okay,
can call it there, yeah.
Okay.
we should see what happens in the actual meeting, because it could be
Got it.
like, you know, and then walks in fucking some other dude, or like Theramak is like, yeah, you suck dick, Matt, and Matt's like, what?
Yeah, Matt out of the game.
Theramak's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
you suck,
says.
fucking big cock.
That's awesome. Holy shit.
Matt, you ready for Theramak to call you a bitch?
What?
In a video
Theramak.
game, in a
Oh.
video game, in a video game.
In a video game. No,
Hey, you
outside
ready for him
game.
to hog die you?
Only the
Alright.
sweet
Sorry, I need to make food.
quench of water can cleanse my asshole.
Oh, Matt.
Jesus.
Okay, so yeah, let's get some mood music here.
Come.
Not that kind of mood music.
I'm like, hold up, wait a minute.
That's actually like that's like the porn step that Cannon listens to when he's getting
What?
it on. Come.
Then it goes quiet and dry. Yeah. Just heard.
Yeah.
Nothing but silent.
Yeah, hopefully that music starts. So I'll throw up the map here. Oh, Jesus. Oop, wrong map. Preload.
Is this funny one?
Is this funny one?
I always just.
Oh.
It's always Mike's.
Oh, I see, Mike. I might have to go to the scene first. Let's see. Oh, yep.
Yeah, that would.
Okay. And boop. And activate. You guys might have not full vision of the map here. But
Are we in the right spots though?
I will put you. Actually, you're not even on the map yet. Let me put you down.
I already placed myself down immediately the moment I saw the map.
You can do that now. Nice. Okay, putting Rolland down over
How do you do
here.
that?
I don't know. You just dragged it out. Fuck it.
Drag your time.
Did it.
And Jaximus. Where's Jack? There he is.
This doesn't look like a combat map at all.
Not at all.
No, we're
I
gonna
can't
talk it out.
see anything.
Oh God, what if we're forced to kill Theramac?
Well,
then he
Any
deserved
any
it.
map.
I think he deserved it.
He deserved it.
I'm
didn't
no
he?
longer
No,
playing any
Matt, he's one of
character.
your people.
I'm no longer
Yeah.
playing any characters
Alright.
that knows what it means.
Heresy,
like-
heresy is what heresy
No,
does, Jack,
it's
but
not.
it all
No,
ends
No,
the
Matt,
same.
Theramac
Death.
is one of yours. You can't. You must show him the right way. You can't just outright kill him.
I'll give him a choice. Don't worry.
Oh, I can actually
Just how I gave Vopa a choice.
take off vision.
Whoa.
Well, Vopa died because Vopa.
There we go.
I mean, yeah, Vopa died. God, R.I.P.
Is that more bright for everyone?
Yeah,
Okay,
I can see
perfect.
everything.
It is brighter.
Thanks, Mike. And yes, so Ogrark and your good buddy Theramac steps out from this larger tent that's in the corner of this encampment. And neither of them seem to be holding any weapons. Seem to be. And as they approach you and as you approach them and the fire and whatnot, the other half-orcs in the encampment kind of drift toward what is happening up here, kind of closing in around the encounter, if that makes sense.
Harry, do I see its Theramac from my upper perspective?
I hope not.
So
I feel like if your eyes are showing, then like 5 feet of your head is also showing.
You also have like the worst stealth roll.
you
It is what it is, friends. It is what it is.
you aren't
Feel like you're like-
higher, if that makes sense.
Oh, what? You
you-
climbed up though.
Yeah,
What?
you climbed to get to the encampment, and now you're on like the
Oh.
wall of
Oh,
the...
dude, I thought we were like climbing up a mountainside so we could snipe people from like behind
Actually,
them.
I meant to put Khanek here, along with
What the
Iramul.
fuck?
Just the map.
Okay, so we are flanking them at least. though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's
Um,
acceptable. Fine, Harry. This is acceptable.
This is acceptable.
I can tolerate this, Harry.
And we'll put Lazarus in the clouds. And Atlas is over by Rolland. Okay, everyone is on the map and where they should be. Yeah. Oh, don't forget Sasha the cow. Gotta have Sasha the cow in there.
Where's the cat?
Where-
Is
yeah,
that
where
with
the
you,
hell
Will?
is how's the cow with us?
Yeah.
He brought it up.
Oh,
Will.
literally,
what-
this is just
how-
the whole
what-
camp.
what
He
is your
walked past the
character gonna
guards right
do-
here.
What is your character gonna do when the cow dies in combat?
Probably
Like someone.
we'll see.
Wait,
You guys have given up on the peace mission, so
Will's like, they're good guys. Where's Will? Here he is.
no, we're giving Brelikk a chance.
Yeah, but-
Mm.
are you really?
Oh, hang on.
Yes.
You
I
said
mean,
you-
after they leave,
cow?
yeah.
You said yourself if Brelikk turns if Brelikk sides with
No,
them,
that's because Roland's racist. I said
just another body.
I'm not gonna allow them to occupy Palisade.
Roland
That's
is
ridiculous.
racist. He did
There's
say
no-
Roland is
this isn't
just
even
a
There's
racist.
Palisade.
no argument
yeah.
which you can make in which that is all right.
This isn't even Palisade.
Get
Roland's
the
racist.
hell out of here. Well, I didn't want to hear it.
This isn't even Palisade.
This isn't even Palisade. I should
Yeah, so-
warn.
There's your argument. Get
Yes.
fucked, moron.
But you are right. They are still encroaching on the border. It is wrong of them to do
They're
this.
further
I'm
south
with
than
you on that,
Palisade,
Roland.
yeah.
God.
Unincorporated
You
Palisade.
guys all came from the wrong times. Back in the good old days, war used to be about conquest and gathering land. Now you guys are soft when someone comes in your land. Just name the game. We're just playing.
True.
Don't hate the player.
Dude, the cow is huge. Holy shit.
Dude,
What
this
the
cow's
fuck?
too fucking big.
Why
man.
is the
It's
Oh,
a
this
large
is-
beast.
A large
She's
beast.
conscious about her
Christ.
weight, okay? Jeez.
Mm. The cow
Man, that
moves
big fucking
to
cow's
break
gonna be
the
delicious
silence.
when we cook it.
That's
Gonna be a
what,
delicious fucking
Jack,
cow.
you want to roleplay some of that? How
Um,
works?
so-
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Mike can get the other ones. Zug, zug.
Yeah, can you
Zug,
can you
wow.
roleplay Ogark, please? Ogark the Cruel.
Mighty Joker. Hi.
That's a big
Remember you
fucking cow. That's a lot of beef. I can't wait. Look how fatty it is. The juice.
You can hear murmurs from around you, Archeum.
Now.
You can tell, you can feel their eyes on Sasha.
I look around and go, if any of you touch my cow, you will not have hands to touch anything ever again. I hope you're wise.
I-
You come into our camp, Slipper.
Anyway.
You want to make an intimidation check?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm talking about Artyom for intimidating the
Why would
Hathors.
you make it?
No, because I said you come into our camp, usurper. Yo, intimidate versus that. Archeum, you rolled
I
a
think-
12. You can
I
intimidate
think
him.
I strike intimidation because I have a negative
Yeah,
one.
yeah. If
Yes.
you intimidate him, he's gonna
You
back
can-
off.
You can click the gear next to intimidation and change it to strength.
You can also just roll it and then add the... What the fuck is that, Mike?
Oh,
Dude,
What?
okay, he's gonna be like,
What?
he's gonna grunt, and then he's gonna like turn. You see him noticeably turn his head away from your cow.
Did I do that?
I don't know.
I appreciate it.
I don't know what that is.
Let me,
Oh, you must have used the measurement controls.
Nice intimidation, Archeum.
I couldn't delete it, so I think somebody.
I just deleted it for you. Oh, well, okay. So Artgib says this about Sasha and the half-orcs. They take their eyes off the cow and they actually look at you, Artgib, and they see the look in your eyes and the expression which you have attained over the many years that you spent in these wars. And they can see it in your eyes.
They're all on the same page.
This is a warlord.
Theramak,
Orcish warlord.
didn't expect to meet again like this.
Why are you coming so hostile, man? Jesus
Theramak
Christ.
opens his jaw to speak, and Ogrark steps forward, kind of pushing Theramak to the side out of the entrance of the tent. And he closes the distance ever so slightly.
You're not treating with him, Kukrabron. You are treating with me.
Wait. Is Kokrabon his last name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the
that sounded
type-
like some sort of
yeah.
racial, like some sort of slur they use, like like he's like, you're not treating with
Okra.
him, fucker. Like it sounded like some kind of curse they use.
I asked and Matt delivered. We have a new slur.
They went to high school.
Coming back to your homeland so soon already.
Clearly, I'm needed here. When things are this bad, traveling the roads and hearing about dealings with necromancers.
So your time at war hasn't taught you anything, Brelikk. Your little trip hasn't shown you the truth of the world. Any domain is ours to claim.
He holds out his arms atop
And
this
you would
peak in the kingdom of Safeguard.
forsake Baeon by bringing back the dead, those who have fought and died in battle. Is that who you ally yourself with?
Baeon! Everyone in the camp begins to laugh.
You've been away too long, Kukrabron. Too long indeed.
Clearly.
Chief,
Clearly, in the past, when I've dealt with you, I was too soft.
I
don't
whisper over.
recognize-
Coming off too strong. Butter them up more.
at least you've come to realize that. You always have been, Kukrabron. Soft. Like Azamar flesh.
I believe it was Baeon that guided me here in kindness to attempt to reason with you one last time before your fate is sealed.
If you wish to survive your trip here, Brelikk, perhaps you are to meet with Doramar and heed out his truth for yourself. For we no longer consider Baeon to be that of something strong. To cling to it is to exude nothing but weakness.
Harry, you're not giving these guys a chance. Let me just say that real quick.
It is the warmonger who we now bend to. We
There you
cannot
have it, Matt.
hide from the battle as you so desired us to. As Chief Maladar so desired us to.
Yet you turn towards Safeguard. Pfft. What little ambition of you. You could have turned to Forlorn, to the Dragonborn. But no. You not only forsaken Baeon, you accepted aid.
We're fighting.
He holds up his fingers, kind of his jagged, cut nails. Much of his skin still stained with blood.
Safeguard put up much more of a fight than Forlorn. Dead flesh also don't taste as good.
Can we hear this whole conversation? Did you say, Harry?
I'm very close to them. I
Yeah,
feel like
you
I
can hear it, Khanek.
Yeah.
Roland, you can hear. Well,
get the
Make a
gist.
perception check if you can. Yeah.
Okay.
But you definitely get the gist of what's happening, specifically what's being said. Okay, you hear specifically what's being
Whoa.
said.
I don't think we're typically being quiet either, honestly.
Yeah. The voices are reverbing across these the rock that you find yourself next to, Roland, and you're able to catch pretty much the entire conversation easily.
Nice.
And Theramak steps forward from behind Ogrark.
Theramak, be the good
onto
guy
the
here.
other
Come on, man.
side
Be the
of
good guy.
fire. And with a very cautious expression, his eyes not narrowed, he holds out a hand as if to caution as he's approaching from behind, Ogrark not seeing this gesture. And he lowers it as he approaches the fire and says,
You should have stayed in Gale, Brelikk.
and in his face you don't see anything malicious. Make an insight check. And Art,
I
you
got a
can do the
-1.
same.
Can I know him? Can I get an advantage
Sure.
on this by chance?
Sure, actually, yeah, because you've met him before. You notice that his hands are not stained with blood. And that his expression is one of concern, as if he doesn't like where this escalation is going.
I see this. I perceive it with it at 20. So I feel reasonable about doing this. I want to start creeping up to the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe their attention will be
stealthy.
focused. Yeah.
Make one with advantage.
Hopefully
I can
it's-
only see this going poorly.
Since-
I can only see this going poorly.
That's not.
Let's make him
good.
mad.
This was a bad
They
idea.
they are heavily distracted. Can you get advantage?
Yeah.
No,
on
that's
this?
disadvantage. No, that's you have
No,
disadvantage.
he is
King.
No,
advantage
Harry said I had advantage.
because
Oh,
okay,
because
so-
they are
yeah.
distracted.
So it's just a regular roll 14. I
Look,
wouldn't
see, I have a
walk up
cloud
to
cover.
her.
We're making him mad. Let's go.
Oh no.
Yeah, Brelikk did not come in with a peace treaty voice and mindset. He's just like, oh, volcano,
We're doing it.
bastard, where are you?
We're fighting.
You what, mate?
Fire.
If Theramak dies here, it's on someone.
We have a lot to discuss on your teaching.
And so What was the last thing that was said?
You should have stayed in
God.
Gale.
Yep. Yeah, you should have stayed in Gale, and you perceived his cautious expression.
I hear rumors of my home bleeding. And you wanted me to stay away. I've only come to try and salvage and help what I can.
You lack tact, Brelikk.
And his eyes flip to Ogrark, who is very much kind of puffed up. And seemingly at this point, his mind seemingly made up in your eyes, Brelikk, as it always was whenever you would halt him upon the border. You see the same expression.
I will give a chance to every orc here who I've not seen before trying to cross the border to stand down. As for you, Ogrark, this is between you and me.
While he says this, Harry, I'm going to slowly walk Sasha off to the side, knowing the impending fight is going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, Will is
I'll walk-
scared.
The nat
Will's
20
scared of the
intimidation
cow.
means
gonna
that the
walk-
cow gets left alone unless we
I'm
all
gonna
die.
I'm gonna walk to that.
Can I roll
past-
intimidation?
I'm gonna walk past that orc
For
that
all
I
the
intimidated, and I'm
Can I
gonna put
roll
it right next.
intimidation for all the other half orcs?
Yeah. Where do you want to put it, Will? Ping on the map?
Where was that half orc that was?
Over
here,
here
is
is
this
the
guy
ones
over
you intimidated.
All right, I'll put her.
Okay.
Walk her over there. Kind of look at him. Walk.
You hear shuffling around inside of the tents you're near.
A lot of people here.
There's more, clearly.
But you bring Sasha over there.
I'll tie her against like a poster.
Yeah, we'll put her here.
Big Jesus.
And Artyom's over here as he does so,
Good,
walking
good
the
stuff.
cow over.
Right. Always has been, hasn't it, Brelikk? You and me.
You can only see the simple solutions and things. You could never look at the bigger picture.
Oh, I've
Always
seen
looking for the
bigger picture. And it's everything you deny. Down to what's inside you. You still hold back. But you know our people can't. I'm gonna
if you
use your sword to pick my teeth when I'm done with you.
We're in it.
heresy it is then.
Theramax expression. and
I do love the passion just
Honestly, I think at that point, I would start casting shit.
I'd rage.
yeah, and in direct response to
That's actually really good.
your actions.
That's a good one. Ooh. So what's up, Harry?
in direct response to this guy's still here. I need to delete him. direct response to your actions, he brandishes a double axe from behind his cloak and raises it to the air.
This is where we live!
And that's initiative.
Zug.
All right. So I rage, and
Yeah.
each creature of my
But-
choice that you can see, that I can see within
doing
30
all this
feet of me.
We're doing all this next time. So we're gonna say that
Oh, Harry, I'm
this is
pumped.
a
Let's do it. Let's do it.
cliffhanger. I know, I'm
That's
pumped
true.
too.
It
These
is
guys are-
almost 11
These guys are
PM,
pump
yeah.
worthy.
I don't need sleep. I need to kill the fucking orcs.
Cannon, I
Disgusting,
can't believe you
disgusting.
said- hey, Cannon, I got a question. What did you mean by "you will be vindicated"? What does that mean?
Whoa. I
What
can't.
does that mean?
I
Cannon?
mean, like that
That
I'll.
means he gets to kill the orcs.
Yeah, it means I get to
It means the
avenge
orcs were always
Palisade.
evil.
No, it just means I get to avenge Palisade. That's all.
You sure it's not vindicating
Ooh,
your?
that
No,
is
no.
a nuts
defenses
ability
about
for
orcs?
this, Brelikk.
Yeah, honestly,
That's
that's
cool.
fucking but it's everyone
number was it?
that I
One?
choose too.
Ooh.
So it doesn't affect everybody within the 30 feet, which is nice.
Yeah.
Come on, Ari, let's run it back.
Nah, we ended here.
It's
Oh,
our
okay,
combats are long. Like yeah, let's sit back.
There's a
on
lot
this
of
one.
enemies.
We'll come back into this next time.
We have something to.
Session 42.
GG, Brandy.
Also get to start off with a few extra hit points. Nice.
I'm sorry, Brelikk. You one strike. See one strike.
I mean,
You tried.
No.
yeah, like
You came in with
like-
0 tact. There was not a single. arrow
Hey, you don't
defeat.
understand the cultural nuances of half orcs, alright?
he's the one that opened up hostile, dude. And to be honest,
No, you went into the camp and you were like, let me speak to the one in charge. My borders are fucking ruined. And then you went up and you were like,
I mean,
"You
yeah,
son of a
because
bitch,
I'm the
you
one in
fuck."
charge. Damn it! I should
There
be
was
the one in charge.
0 tact to 0. I don't think you were gonna be able to smooth him, but I'm just
it's like,
saying.
it's
there's
just
no
how the
schmooze.
half orcs react. You gotta have a
Yeah.
big chest, otherwise they're not gonna respect you.
Yeah, you gotta
Trust
have
me,
that big
I know
chest.
that, but there's there's
Nope.
different ways to.
And yes, like the way I opened up the Theramech wasn't the best, but it's also like
This is
it
why
was the most
diplomacy-
great answer I could have given. It's the most
I
great
love
answer I could have
diplomacy,
given
Harry.
because I was like, I wasn't expecting him there, and I really did not. I was shocked that he was even there to begin with.
Yeah.
Big truther, really.
Yeah, but
We were always gonna.
we will come back into that for sure next time.
Next time on Tragedy of
Yeah, you didn't ask him about the necrotic stuff either. But
I did. I technically did. I was like, so do you ally yourself with these necromancers?
Losers.
you-
Yeah, they never.
Like he's
Yeah, he did. They never said anything. I was wondering
They
about
didn't
that. I'm
they
like, are
didn't
these
say-
guys the
they
these
didn't
guys
say-
the
I did
not
necromancer
hear that
people or are
part.
they the other people?
yeah, no, but that's also why I like continued to be hostile because it sounded like it sounded like I asked that and then it sounded like he agreed with them and yes, like he treated with them and I'm like
That is
whoa,
what the
well,
impression I got it too. That he's
yes.
yeah, that is the impression probably I wanted to convey too. I just I didn't even
perfect.
I didn't even hear the
I
I
have
question.
no
don't-
remorse. Steal one
I
strike.
didn't know which side they were on. I was like, are
But
these guys
God, here, just want to attack. Let me
you
get
d-
in.
no, you get the feeling
I know.
that
so much bloodlust for.
Theramech was maybe there as part of something else.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't necessarily seem like that this group of apparently cannibalistic half-orcs are very organized.
Oh no, they seemed
Or-
very like
They're not even in
they're-
Palisade, so
no.
it's
They're
like
they're
what is
just a
going on
fucking
here?
they're fucking they're berserkers.
Yeah.
Like just fucking you throw them at a fucking
Yeah.
I do have a question, Harry. Is there anyone at any of these cannibalistic half orcs at this camp that look like they, might have killed their lover by instead of kissing them by biting them too hard and and eating a bit of their flesh.
Whatever do you mean, Will? This is a callback and a half, bro.
Yeah, I know.
How do you even know about this?
Because you told me this like 3 years ago.
Dude, yeah.
How do you even remember this shit?
I don't
remember
know what
this.
callback is. What the
No, if you want me to put that guy's art in, it was a character of mine.
It's a character that Harry had an idea of, and then Cannon played it in the one shot.
Oh, right.
So I put it in the one shot.
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, in the puzzle one.
Yeah.
I got to play him. I got to hear the idea, and then I got to play him in the actual one shot.
He was
It's
meant to
funny.
be.
Wasn't Cannon the one who played him in the one shot?
I don't remember.
You played the guy who got
Oh no, it was
banished.
Cannon who played.
Yeah,
I played the Lisp.
Yeah, the Lisp guy, yeah. But you were with Cannon's character the whole time.
Yeah, I was.
Mm-hmm. Cannon had a lot of fun with that character.
That was a fun time.
I don't think I RP'd that like awfully though. I think I
think it was
like
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't have a problem with it.
I think you RP'd that exactly how Brelikk would have RP'd it. So.
True, Mike.
So I think you did great.
What's that supposed to mean?
I did kind of hope that like when I walked in, it's like just seemed like sort of a ragtag group that were just doing what they were told, and I don't know, like, and once like I tried to like convey the situation, like you're dishonoring Baeon, you're allying yourselves with necromancers, and you broke the borders with the only other allies we had in the world. Like, what the fuck?
That was a pretty good point, I'll say. Like,
Yeah.
like, as strong as you might be, you don't want to fight the entire world.
Yeah, like I was like, that's what I was trying to get at by being like, you should have gone for Forlorn at least. Like, we were at some point allied with Safeguard. What do you like? Why would you attack a potential ally like that we had before? We weren't allies with Forlorn at all in the past.
Yeah, and you get
Also,
the vibe.
accepting aid is sort of a bitch move, I feel, for Heritage. It's more we give aid and get shit in return for it.
Yes. I think that's what the arrangement is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you don't really get the... I mean... Even if it's not logically sound, you don't get the feeling that this guy specifically cares.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we'll talk to the actual guy at we'll see if we can actually talk to the actual guy at Palisade and just say they were a fucking bunch of fucking murdering hobos over at the little encampment down the road, and they wanted to fight. Like, not much to do there.
It's a small splinter sect of the...
I can't wait to max flame tongue. So.
I cannot wait to crit on one of these half orcs.
I bet they're all gonna have fucking rage. They're all
Who
gonna be
knows what they
resistant.
have, what their mechanic is, Brelikk.
They're probably all monks.
Technically, if they all
Probably
have
monkey mode engage, am I right?
if they all have rage, they'll only have resistance to all the like the physical damage. They won't be resistant to our magical weapons that we have.
No,
Stuff.
Matt,
They're all baritone
you
barbarians.
look at them as right as initiative starts, Harry rolls it, and they all reach to their foreheads and grab the zipper and pull it down, and there's cats underneath. So they all were cats the whole time.
It's all cats now.
I swear, if I
And then they all have that feature.
if they have the
Yeah, bad luck,
if
bad
they-
luck.
All
If
of bad
they
luck.
have the bad luck, I'm gonna let y'all deal with the combat. Fuck that. Hell no. Not dealing with bad luck again.
Oh my
I hate
God,
it.
bro.
I hated it so much.
That
Oh.
shit's funny.
They just pull it down. Meow. Meow.
No, who's the big cat? It's
Oma?
Ogrok. Yeah, Ogrok fucking unzips and it's just Oma
Yeah.
underneath. Like all of us just go, fuck.
Harry, so if we didn't go to Bygone, would we have been able to be here for Palisade, or was Palisade going to be?
Why would I tell you that, Will?
Well, I just was curious. It's a question I asked. I don't know.
I
Just
feel like that
wondering.
eliminates some of the magic of the game.
Well, yeah. I was just wondering. All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fine.
What are we gonna do? Hit the load save button and go to before we went to Baeon?
I was just wondering if their words actually were true or not,
Yeah.
or if
It was the DM speaking to the players. Yes.
I do like that though. Like, there were definitely consequences of our actions for, not going to Palisade to help out, and going to Baeon.
Yeah, this encounter is kind of